Oh shit, I just totally forgot. That's the wrong title. Aha, very funny. No, I'm usually good with this, but... I was asking you, do you think Bulldog and Shin would mesh well together? I mean, depends. What are we talking about? Like, no, I don't think so. Unless you're like thinking of, I don't know. It depends. Like, depends on what we're making when we're mixing Bulldaka and Shin Ramen together. Yeah, one's a Rothy ramen, one's a stir-fry ramen. Yeah, exactly. It's... Yeah, it depends on what we're making, but overall, generally, no. That sounds like a bad combination. You know what I haven't done? I haven't done this in a hot second. I should do this. Is it a browser source? If I do chat, and then do this... Oh, that's not the right one. Copy. Paste. Someone say something? Alright, we're gonna have ad break right now. Let me drink some water. Sorry, I need to stretch. Ugh. Alright. Drink some water, drink some stretch. Do some stretching. Alright, ad break's over in around 5 seconds, so let me just start up the game. Alright. We're continuing on from yesterday, right? And I've been getting back into it, right? And by every type of ramen, mix them all together, so not the craziest thing I'm around 10 time. Okay, but I'm a big fan of how flavor works, right? And I think that Shin and kimchi, good choices. I feel like some flavors like not cancel out each other, but like they like are anti-synergy against each other, right? And they don't enhance the flavor, they ruin it instead. So like sometimes it's okay to mix ramens and ramen packets, but not always. I was 17 back. I was a stupid teenager. I mean, yeah, I thought myself gourmet as well when I when I was like a long while back, right? When I was a kid. Sorry. I'm trying to remember. Okay, so I thought I was gourmet when I was a kid. And I was doing some different kinds of ramen shit. And I tried. I was like, you know, Squid Ink ramen. Yeah, I didn't have Squid Ink, so I chose to use soy sauce instead, right? Oh my god, that was the saltiest shit ever. Holy shit, I'm surprised I didn't die of I didn't die of a sodium overdose, man. Cause that was buns. Okay, let's get back into it. Oh yeah, actually, there's one that I did enjoy, right? And it was like having curry with ramen. Ended up being kidney stones. They hurt. Oh my god, that sucks. I've never had kidney stones, so I cannot 100% empathize. But I'm sure that that must have been painful, especially when you're passing them, right? Either you have to do surgery, or you pass them painfully through your pee hole, or you could go to Disneyland or Disney World and go to what's it called? What's that? There was like a study done where hold on, let me lower the volume of my game so I don't feel like I'm screaming out loud. So like I heard there's a experiment. There was a study done where, let me look it up. Roller coaster kidney stone, where they Big Thunder Mountain Railroad. If you go on that, you have a higher chance of passing your kidney stone that way. And I just found that to be the funniest shit ever. All right. What were I totally forgot what we were doing until now. I believe we were. Is the defense ready to proceed? You bet. Bringing it on, Big G. Okay. I remember what it is. Once it gets to the bladder, break down and perfectly fine. Rocks passing through your kidney, though, that's where it's bad. Ooh. Ooh. The prosecution has been ready for some time. The original attorney in this case, Rosie Ringer, was murdered. Oh, good. We're getting a monologue. So Fender and Franziska have taken over in their places. Do they have to? Eddie, aren't you like aware? Weren't you part of this case when we were? Oh, whoops, we're on autoplay mode. Weren't you with us when we found Fifi Lagarde to be guilty? Isn't this like a conflict of interest? Bro, I swear they should rename all the Ace Attorney games to conflict of interest the series, like, because there's always a conflict of interest somewhere, and all the prosecutors are kind of ass, and they just go for the guilty verdict despite the evidence saying that they're not, or lack of investigation saying that they are, and somehow the defense actually makes it through because of bullshit evidence submitted last second, which shouldn't happen in the court of law. Delay the trial yet further, but now we are ready to begin at last. Mr. Fender, Ms. Von Karma, the court thanks you both for stepping in at such a short notice. Hey, no sweat. Rosie was your pal, right? This was our last case. Couldn't exactly say no, could I? You'll have to bear with me though, gang. Didn't exactly get a ton of time to read the paperwork. How about you, Fran? Everything cool over on your side? It's highly ideal for the prosecutor in charge of the case to have run off and abandoned it. But justice can't sit around, waiting for him to grow a spine. Okay. The evidence have just been handed to me, so yes, I'm ready. Okay. Thank you both. Very well. Bring the accused Miss Fifi Lagarde to the stand. She was a corrupt warden. But I did like her pet fox. I invite the prosecution to make its opening statement. Alright, the accused was... let me stop you right there, darling. I was just wondering if you could tell me something. That something being why on earth I'm here. Perhaps the opening statements will clarify that for you. But will they, dear? Really? Fine. Carry on if you must. Bruh. Also, wait, okay. Eddie, how do you, like, you haven't read the reading material? You were there when it happened! The victim, one Bronco Knight, was being held in detention center. But the prosecution's case will show that Miss Lagarde took him from the holding cells and murdered him, and she did so with this knife. Huh? Is something the matter, Miss Von Karma? How can... No, the evidence! Uh-oh. The murder weapon. It's not here. And neither is Bodhidharma Canis' chisel. What? Ms. Von Karma, explain yourself. I wish I could, Your Honor. No murder weapon, Then what exactly are we doing here? Really, darling, you shouldn't volunteer to prosecute a case if you can't even keep the evidence safe. I can only work with what the previous prosecutor gave me. Little boy Winter strikes again. Hey, gee. What is it? Fender? Guess we know where this is going, huh? Let's kick this one down the road a little further, shall we? The court hereby denies the defense's request. Well, don't be like that. What's the dealio? She's absolutely right, of course. We simply can't have any more delays. Let's get on and show everybody how wonderfully innocent I am, shall we? What a bitch! Innocent? I'll thank you to take this seriously. Oh, but I am, darling. And you don't have any evidence. You just said so yourself. In the courtroom, evidence is everything. Haven't I heard that somewhere before? And without any, you can't charge me with anything. Isn't that right, Verity, darling? What a cunt! Without the items in question, the prosecution's case against the defendant cannot proceed. As such, this court hereby declares the accused Fifi Lagarde. Forgive me, but why is the defense objecting to its client being acquitted? Don't be cute, kiddo. You know as well as I do that little Miss Warden over there is guilty as all heck. And as for I love how the defense attorney is like, she's guilty, bitch. My client is guilty, guilty as a fucking ton of bricks. Didn't come in on this court to see that fair judgment. And as the instrument of the court, I cannot allow my experiences or opinions to interfere with my work. You must think of the Judge Gavel who was present when the murder weapon was found, and the Judge Gavel you see before you in the courtroom today as two entirely different people. You're killing me. I have no choice but to test based on the evidence available. And we have that evidence, just not here. Give me some time, just a little. I'll find it. I swear. Prosecution hereby requests a recess. Oh, yeah, the defense does that too. Come on, Your Honor. Don't do us like this. That's funny. Very well. The courtroom accepts the request. Really, Verity, you won't help anybody bowing to pressure like that, you know? There will be a 15-minute recess. I suggest that both the prosecution and defense use the time well. Uh-oh. Saved by the bell, huh? Very well. Oh, no. How did we... I mean, it is Eustace Winner's, case. Probably Excelsius hid it away or something. Yes, of course we did. It's the metal detector, sir. It's reacting to the alligator. What? How? The metal detector was reacting to something inside her after all. Your Honor, I'd like to remind you of this piece of evidence. Didn't we just figure out that that isn't a murder weapon? You might recall that Mr. Canis hid his chisel in his dog's mouth. Would you believe that the real murder weapon was hidden much the same way? That's right, the murder weapon is hidden inside the alligator in that pond over there. So did somebody steal it, or what? Oh. Miss Barry, Mr. Saint, are you here to watch a trial? Yeah, we heard it was going to be a real fun show. Do you know where we need to go? It's a trial for the case I was nearly convicted for. It should be starting any minute now. You're late because of practice, but it's somewhere around here, right? Simeon, there's kind of a problem. They lost some evidence. The knife and the chisel. They called a recess and kicked us all out of the courtroom. What? No. They can't. They're not going to arrest you again. Okay, you know what? I actually do like Barry. She's... Uh-oh. That sounds like Francisca von Karma. Francina, Frienderella, chill, okay? Just chill. Go on, put the whip away. That's it. That's it. That idiot of a so-called prosecutor. I'll find him and I'll make him eat whip for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Oh, poor dude. Foster, you gotta calm her down. Kid's gone cuckoo. Alright, let's talk to you. Francisca. Oh, it's you. Good morning, Mr. Ex-Prosecutor. Francisca, you shouldn't be here, you know. You're not in the right line of work anymore. You should be at home planning whatever it is you mean to do with the rest of your life. Yeah, like be a defense attorney. What are you gonna do, Francisca? You only have 15 minutes. Ah, don't you think I know that? Invite the infuriating, reasonable look off your face. You're like a news anchor calmly reading the news or something. It's utterly exasperating. I don't rise to that. I mean, we don't have anything. Okay, what about Knight's murder? Never imagined you would be the one prosecuting this case, Francisca. Nor did I, but what a case. The murder of a presidential bodyguard. And by the warden of a prison, no less. The murder weapon was properly entered into evidence and everything, and yet, when you went in to present the knife to the court, it wasn't there. Imbecile. Not only did he abandon his case, he made me look like a total fool. Next time I see the little coward, I'll whip him into shape. If I quit taking it out on the people around him. Okay, so, it shows a list of trials due to take place in this courtroom. Ms. Lagarde's trial features prominently, of course. We don't find this missing evidence. I know. It will be bad for all of us. We need to speak with Francisca and Fender. Oh, and Fender? Okay, but what about this? There's a water fountain. That's more important. There's a sign stuck to the water fountain here. Press the pedal to enjoy delicious ice-cold water. However, be aware that once you press it, the water won't stop. Use it with care. What? How do you get the water to stop then? What? Okay, well, I guess we'll talk to Fender. Hey, Meister! So you got the old memory back, huh? Sure did. I'm me again. You had me worried. 6 waits till Sunday. Not that. Other kid wasn't a blast too. Anyway, welcome back, kiddo. Bringing you in. No. We need to be thinking about this trial right now, okay? Holy shit, she's so serious! Yeah, we need to dig up this missing evidence, lickety-split. We can't count on them to putting the trial on hold much longer. Yeah, it's a stumper, alright. If only some kind soul would offer to go find it for us. So you're talking about us? Can't help but notice you still haven't asked for your prosecutor's badge back, Bucko. Finally, this your old man, huh? The company has my badge, that much is true, but I haven't given it up yet. I'm still not ready to walk in my father's footsteps. Oh, well, it's not like there's a deadline. You do you for as long as you need. The whole family office will be waiting to welcome you with open arms when you're done. If only somebody would go sniff out that evidence for us. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Fine, we'll do it. Way to go, Mousy! I'll do what I can, but that might not be much in 15 minutes. Fran and me will buy you as much time as we can, okay? You won't be banging that hammer of other careers until you made it back with the goods, I promise. Thank you. I'll be counting on you, Fender. And you, Francisca. How does that sound? What makes you think that I'll accept your help? Hold on. Do I have the thing here? Sorry, give me 1 second. There we go. How about some advice instead? That you seriously consider a new career as a news anchor? Come on, Frank, lock some tick-tocking here. Time to step up the plate. Alright, fine. We will stall the trial for as long as we can. But you better get your ex-prosecutor behind and gear. You know, I quite like having you run errands for me. Maybe that could be your new career instead. I can help too. I don't want to be arrested again. Oh, wait, did I just see there's a mask on one of the masks on Simeon Stain's shirt? Oh man, imagine this guy was a bad guy. You know what? I'm certain this guy's the big bad, the big mastermind. Who will we need to speak to in order to find out where the evidence went? Probably Gumshoe? Gumshoe's like the only one that I can think of at the moment.
Take that!
That's who we need to speak to about the missing evidence? Yes, I think it is. What? Not Dick Gumshoe? It wasn't Dick Gumshoe? Then who? Shilong Lang? Eustace Winner? That's right, the supposed custodian of the evidence in question, Eustace Winner. Oh, the new prosecutor guy? Okay, we're on it. Thank you, Mr. Saint. Alrighty then. Think we better huddle and talk tactics, huh, friend? Just the two of us. Ow! Don't keep me waiting, evading my adventures. I'll try not to. God damn, we'll be back as soon as we can. Oh, Franny Poo, wait up now, bruh. She's like... Hold up. I need to check if I need to call the FBI on him. She's 19. You're 36, bruh. Just because she's like just legal, bruh. A bit of a creep, man. Judge Gavel. Mr. Edgeworth, a pleasure as always. A pleasure? How is it a pleasure? And what was that all about? All that just about what was all that about just now? Hey, stop it. But Judge Gavel knows that horrible woman's the killer. Why the heck was she? Because she can't. Her hands are officially tied, bruh. Evidence is the only language that the goddess of justice understands. My own personal thoughts and feelings do not come into it. Is this all Judge Verity Gavel is? You may believe my way of thinking to be heartless, but it is my way. No, I mean, but unfortunately, I have to agree with her here, right? Because like I'm not a big I may not be a big fan of her, but wait, hold up. I want to check something. Okay, I was just making sure this one person wasn't unbanned. Wasn't banned. But yeah, no, I agree with her. If we don't have the evidence to back up our statements, all we're doing is not doing anything, actually. Oops, you met the president up there, didn't you? We've seen security footage of the two of you. And is there something wrong with that? Only that his body was discovered this morning, right next to the very same building. What? I think you understand what I'm getting at. You're considered a suspect. What happened between the two of you? Nothing. We simply talked for a few minutes, and when we were done, I left. I took the elevator back downstairs alone. That much we know to be true. That I said, we've seen the footage. What business did you have with the leader of a foreign power? I'm not at liberty to say. Whoops. Okay. There's only one thing for it. She's hiding something, and I have to get it out of her. Wait, is it Mind Chess time? Mind Chess in this sort of time? But the president of Jiangfa the night before last. Okay, my current working theory, right, is that what's his face? The kid actor, Sean Fen, is actually the president's son. Simply. Oh, I'm here to discuss with you. She puts too impenetrable a facade. I probably better off biting myself by asking what she met the president to talk about. Mind chess. What did you talk with the president? As I told you, professional matters. Professional matters which I do not intend to share with you. Goodbye. I'll buy my time. I'm so glad you no! I'm saying you're a very busy woman. A judge committee member, an occasional aide to us in the field, even. Thank you. I take my professional duties very seriously. And do those duties include meeting with foreign dignitaries? Yes, of course. From time to time. The law is my life. Nothing I do falls outside the scope of my duties. You helped us this morning. You returned Kay's Providence notebook to us just this morning. Surely you can't claim that it fell within the scope of your duties? I am not yet a perfect servant of the law. That much is true. No, you are a human being, and that was an act of simple human kindness. You have feelings, Judge Rebel, and you are allowed to have them. About the president's death, too. I can still hardly believe it. If I might ask, how did he die? He was crushed to death by the head of a monster known as Torosaurus. Forgive me, I should probably explain. Is that true? He died on the set of the movie? He did. Interesting, that you should even know what a Torosaurus is. Oh, nice slip up. I imagine I must have heard about it from Eustace. Something about them shooting a movie. Somewhere near the big building. She isn't fully. Yeah. Okay. So what I think is what I think now. Sean Fenn has something to do with Judge Gavel. That's my new working theory. I mean, not a theory. That's a hypothesis. It's not fleshed out. What is he to her? We try to find out what else she might be hiding. I'm clearly getting under her skin. I need to dig further. Where's Mr. Winter? Take Mr. Winter's place in the trial. But how was she supposed to prosecute the case if he never handed over all the evidence? My interest is solely in ensuring that a trial proceeds fairly once it has begun. And if, once it has, vital evidence cannot be presented, it should surprise no one if the accused goes free. I am a judge, a servant of the law. My personal thoughts and feelings do not come into it. So you have no personal feelings when it comes to Mr. Winter's disappearance? Of course I do. I worry about him terribly, too. You're worried about someone else, too. Does that mean there's somebody else you're worried about as well? Ah, I imagine. Their identity might explain your strangely agitated state. I don't know what you're talking about. Ooh, I am a servant of the law, and my feelings are immaterial. We're all servants of the law, all of us who stand in the courtroom. But we're not superhuman. You, me, everybody else, we're just people underneath it all. As much as we'd like to bury our feelings and remain impartial, that simply isn't possible. Woo! Bro, I'm hitting it today. You are right, of course. I am in no fit state to offer impartial judgment. Please, Judge Gavel, just tell us the truth. What's going on? I'm... What do I do? Whoa, that's the most... What emotions? I've never seen her lose her composure like this. Me neither. I should ask her who this person she is so worried about. Her professional mask is finally beginning to slip. I can get to the human being underneath. Are you worried about the Torosaurus? I really don't have time for jokes, Mr. Edgeworth. It's not a joke. When I told you how the president was killed, you seemed surprised when I mentioned that he was crushed by the Torosaurus. That was simply a shock, learning how he died. And where a half-built film set on an empty lot. Something wrong. Something about where he died is particularly troubling to you. Aha. No, that's not true at all. It's just, film sets are places where dreams are made, and instead a great man met his end there. I only hope that the utmost care is taken when the news is shared with the cast and crew. A crew member found him. I'm sorry, but I'm afraid the cast and crew already know. We met two of them at the scene. A crew member and a young actor, Sean Fenn. No, why did this have to happen? Something about the Torosaurus connection really seems to be upsetting her. I think that might prove to be a valuable clue. Who are you worried about? And where are they? I simply cannot tell you that. Time to deploy my clue. No, I don't have that clue. Okay. The person you're so worried about, is it Mr. Winter? He has not been seen since he discovered the truth about his father. Of course I am worried about him, but this could also be a valuable test for him. Don't lie to me. I'll explode. Oh, damn it. Find more patience for grandstanding. Should we have waited? Oh. Ow. At least it's not that last game. Last episode. Fucking... Okay, so I should be pausing, biding my time here. He chose to disappear, and he can choose to reappear. And the other person you're worried about can't? That's not something I am at liberty to talk about. I don't know what might happen to that poor child if I did. Poor child. That poor child? Who are you talking about? Nobody, please! It was nothing. Ignore it. Judging by the look on her face, I definitely shouldn't. But I think that might prove to be a valuable clue. Judge Cavell, who are you so worried about? That poor child is missing, aren't they? And you're desperate to find them. And since you say child, I suppose we're right in assuming that this person is a minor. I can't answer, and I won't. It has no bearing whatsoever on the murder of the president. You seem to get very sensitive every time I mention Torosaurus. The poor child you mentioned has something to do with the movie, don't they? It's Sean Fenn! How did you... You're usually so cool and collected. Your discomfort told me everything I needed to know. Who is this poor child? You have to tell us. So much already. I might as well tell you the truth. The person I am so worried about, the person I am so desperate to find, is Sean Fenn. Sean? But why? That is more than I can allow you to know. If you don't give it up voluntarily, we'll have to force it from you. Goddamn! I'm afraid you're going to have to accept that. Bruh. She's in turmoil already! Do you know him? He is famous. I doubt there are many people who do not know him. I certainly didn't until today. Clearly, I need to be better informed. Perhaps I could teach a few things. There's almost nothing I don't know about him. Oh no, I was hoping she would slip. Are you a fan of Sean's, perhaps? Am I? Yes, I am. I am an ardent admirer of the works of Sean Fenn, child actor extraordinaire. I heard that he was filming near the big building, so I made it my business to learn where the set was, and some other important details. I see, I suppose that makes sense. As a fan, you'd want to know such things. Imagine you would also have tried to learn when he was supposed to be on set. Yes, of course. He said he would be filming there all day today. Make it sound like you heard that from Sean himself. I don't think he'd be sharing his schedule with a mere fan, do you? No, I misspoke. Ignore me. Every slip of the tongue she makes to do with Sean, and now we know she's spoken with him. That's an important clue. We're trying to find Sean too. Do you have any idea where he might be? Why would I have any idea about that? The two of us aren't connected in any way at all. Okay, so this is later. Do you know him? Bide my time. Forgive me. I allow myself to get a little carried away. That seems to happen quite a bit when the subject of Sean comes up. Look, I do not know him personally. I simply know a lot about him. I can understand you're being worried about Sean, but you seem a little too worried, and you implied before that you had spoken to him, which must surely mean that you know him personally. How did I give away so much? So the two of you are acquainted. This is surely an important clue. I don't know what exactly the connection is between you and Sean, but I know for certain that it exists. You're as good as told me that it does. Please, Judge Cavell, you have to help us try and find him. Help you? That would never be allowed. By whom? The goddess of justice? By the one person who knows where he is. The person who kidnapped him? At last. The puzzle pieces are finally starting to fall in place. I know why you're so reluctant to tell us anything about your relationship with Sean. Admit it. He's been kidnapped, hasn't he? I... Judge Gavel, I need you to tell me the truth. All of it. Very well. This time, I will tell everything. Your intuition was correct. Sean has been kidnapped. I knew it. But why does that have anything to do with you? Sean is... your godson? He's your son! Your actual son! What? Well, we may not have found out what she and President Wong were talking about, but we found out something just as important. Sean has been abducted. It's not exactly the endgame I was expecting, but that's checkmate nonetheless. That... No way this woman had a child. Please say psych. Psych right now. You're Sean's mom, Judge Gavel? No way, come on, you're too young. It's true. Wait, hold on. How old is she? I'm Sean's mother, she says. Wait, she's 26? She's 26? What? She's 26? No. Wait, Sean is 13. She's 26. No way. Look. Magazine clipping? An article about Sean. You always carry this with you. Yes, everywhere I go. I guess you call it a kind of talisman. Nah, bitch. She ain't his mom. And you're sure he's been kidnapped? Unfortunately, yes. I received a phone call from the kidnapper just before the trial began. One that Fifi Lagarde be found not guilty. Bruh. Getting so close to declaring her innocent, I have failed in my duty to the law. I am a judge. If I cannot arbitrate with impartiality, I make a mockery of justice. And yet, I tried to force through a ruling based on nothing but my own self-interest. The goddess must be furious with me, but I just couldn't do it. I couldn't sacrifice my son on the altar of justice. I couldn't remain impartial when it mattered most. Of course you couldn't. Are you crazy? No parent could just give up on their child like that. That makes the goddess of justice mad. Then I'm sorry, but she's wrong. If she really thinks that way, then she's the guilty one. Isn't that right, Mr. Edgeworth? Damn. That's bold. Kay is right, as I told you. Though we all serve the law, we are also only human. And none of us could, or should, be expected to sacrifice a child for the sake of a verdict. Thank you. Both of you. But the trial must continue. There's no escaping that. Your Honor, there you are. Seems it is time. Judge Gavel! My dad was a prosecutor. He was? Yeah, he used to work in a courtroom just like you do. And I was thinking about what he would have done if he was in your position right now. The prosecutor were forced to insist that a clearly innocent suspect be found guilty. I know what he would have done. Anything, that's what. He would have done anything to get me back. So what I'm trying to say is, you can trust us. What do you mean? To get him back, to stop Jim from the jaws of danger. I'm the second Yatagarasu. And if you agree to trust me, I promise I'll get him back for you. My inflection sucks! I promise I'll get him back for you. The thief who only steals the truth, and perhaps one or two other things. Well, Judge Gavel, what do you say? Will you trust a great thief to steal back that which matters most to you? Mr. Edgeworth? I'd like to help too, if that's alright with you. Thank you. I know I am in no position to ask this of you, but please, see that he comes home safely. Oh, we will. Don't worry, you can count on us. Here, take my cell phone. The kidnapper may call again. He'll get it back, along with your son, I promise. I will do everything I can to draw out the trial, but I don't imagine I can give you more than about 2 hours at best. 2 hours. That gives us until 2 p.m. I'm counting on you. Heh, and here I thought the Great Thief was on sabbatical. Well, hold on to your hat, because she's back in business. Alright, let's do this. My first commission. I can't afford to mess it up. In that case, we better start looking right away. Where to begin? God, where the heck did he go? Maybe he just went home. You're right, they won't be doing any filming today after all. Sure, or maybe he went on the lam. Perhaps we should see if Sean left any clues behind that big building. Hey, this is Great Thief Off. I'm in charge now. Is that so? Then, what am I? You're my first assistant to the Great Thief Yatagarasu. What an honor. I'm your thief's assistant. Oh, how the turns have tabled. Oh boy. Okay, well, I think we need to talk to Shilong Lang, no? Alright, here we are. Ready? On 3. Just follow my lead, you'll be fine, okay? What exactly are you talking about? Even in the depths of night. I am not saying that. Hey, your turn, keep up, will you? Why are you making me do this? Because the Great Thief Yatagarasu has just arrived on the scene of the crime, dummy. How's anyone else supposed to know that if we don't announce her appearance? You may be a thief, but I most certainly am not. Fine, I'll do it on my own. Even in the depths of night, when no other bird dares to take flight. One and alone soars to shine the light of righteousness on the world's blight. And that one is me, for I am the Great Thief Yatagarasu. I am very much aware of who you are, thank you. Now, shall we get on with this investigation? Ah, you're no fun at all. You don't have time for fun. We have less than 2 hours, in fact. We better get started. Oh, wait! I recognize that face! That's the big actor guy from the first case. Hey, Mr. Edgeworth. Not long time no see. Wait, This is Will Powers. He's an action star I met on an old case. He's also the man behind the mask of the one and only Steel Samurai. Long time no see indeed. Nice to meet you. I'm Kay Faraday. Great Thief. Mr. Edgeworth has been working as my assistant. Good to meet you, but, thief? Mr. Edgeworth has been assisting a thief? Let's not worry about that for now. I'd like to ask you about what happened this morning, if that's alright. Sure. I don't know if I can be much of help to you, but sure. So he'll be Sean's one of Sean's work colleagues. Guess we better just dive right in. I heard you were investigating this one, Mr. Edgeworth. Well, yes, but I'm not prosecutor in charge, of course. But if your case is here assistant, Kay here is assistant, I guess this is her case? No, that's simply, I can see you're an intelligent man. You're right, of course. I'm in charge of this one. Don't encourage her. Alright, I need you to give me straight answers. First of all, this case. Have you noticed anything perhaps you can give me your impressions. That's supposed to sound like me. My impressions? I guess my main concern is, no offense to the victim and all, but is that all over for the production? Are we done? I can't help but worry. I think it's probably safe to assume that you are. At least for now. Right? I knew it. What a bummer. And we don't have the location for much longer either. Because you were due to finish shooting soon. No, because they're due to start building. That lot won't be empty for long. They were letting us use it while they got ready to make a start. Lot Blackett. I've been so worried about everything. What with people spreading all those rumors too. Rumors? Yeah, this journalist keeps coming around. Y'all been hiding real monsters on that set of yours. Y'all can't do that. I'm gonna expose y'all. She's always saying stuff like that. I think. Yeah, the photographer, right? I thought you maybe knew her. But you're not, are you? Hiding real monsters, I mean. You kidding? If they had real monsters to call on, I'd be out of a job. So you've all been working hard on the movie. Yeah, it's the first time I've been on a reboot of an old series. This one's a real challenge for me and everybody else over Global Studios. Only they put this kind of energy into making a new Steel Samurai show or something. What role are you playing in this one? I'm the Torosaurus. Oh yeah, I knew it! Hold on. There's a scratch on my controller. Huh. No way, so you're the star! Well, not quite. I'm in a costume, see? My face won't ever appear on screen. Really? Still, that's pretty amazing. I wish I could wear a costume like that. Hey, do you think I could try it on sometime? I'd settle for just climbing the inside one of the horns. I'd love to say yes, but that's not how it works. You can't really climb inside that part. Oh, I get it. Because I'm an outsider, right? That's not the issue at all here. Can I ask you a couple of questions about Sean? Sean? Oh, sure. Penny told me what happened. He just disappeared, right? Yeah, sounds like him. Does he do that a lot? Yeah, kinda. We take 5 mid-shoot. We look around sometimes and he's just gone. You have any idea where he might have headed off to? Sorry, no. I did see him leaving the set, though. Huh? He did? Where was he headed? He got on the site bus. But I was checking some equipment over and by the time I looked back, he was gone. The site bus? I wonder if he left any clues behind. You mind if we take a look inside the bus, Mr. Powers? Sure. You'll have to excuse the mess, though. Is this the bus? There's an array of filming equipment here. Are you getting ready to shoot something? No, nothing scheduled for today at this location. It's just, a case has gone missing. Case? Yeah, all that stuff there is normally stored inside a large case. But I look away for 5 minutes and it's wandered off somewhere. Sounds like there's a thief around here. What exactly was taken? Just a case as far as I can tell. So they kidnapped and put him in the case. Okay, well, I would have been more interested in what was inside it myself. I guess whoever took it must have needed the case more than its contents. Did they need to put something in it, or someone? Wow, that 3 footprints is still there? Can I talk to you? Oh, hey there, pal. Why the long face, huh? Ever think you ought to be maybe lighten up a little? Did you take on any passengers here this morning? Does a witch wear a pointy hat? You bet I did. Just the one fare, mind you. And who was the passenger? It was 2 guys, had on these black suits. Real sharp looking. Did they have a boy with them? This boy? No, like I said, it was just 2 of them. Right, never mind. Thank you for your help. I thought we might be onto something. But no luck. Can I... What if they had the stolen case? No! You. Very good day to you, Prosecutor Edwards. I'm not a prosecutor anymore, but he doesn't need to know that, I guess. Good day to you too, officer. Can I ask why you've been posted here? Me? Oh, I'm just keeping an eye on things. Perhaps you can tell me if there are any people that come in and out of here this morning. Not except the taxi and the blue truck over there, sir. Vehicles coming in or out. Taxi and a blue truck. I see. Sean, you in there? No sign of him here either. Kinda thought that basket on the back of the truck there looked suspicious. Not wrong. I wanna. What does it look like when it's inflated? Huh? What are you doing, Mr. Edgeworth? Why are you touching the truck? The engine's cold, which means it's been here for a while. And if it's been parked there a while, I guess the driver might not be nearby either. Oh, hold up. Where would Sean have been sitting? Sean? Oh, that's his seat with a backpack on it. Huh? Something poking out of it. Videotape? Huh? He uses these when we're shooting. Why would Sean have one? Something he wanted to record. This could be a clue. Do you have a way for us to check what's on the tape? Sure. There's a couple of monitors set up right there over there. Alright, hitting play. Sean, is he rehearsing his lines? Sean was there on his own, running his lines. There's a clearly visible footprint right there, which means this must be from last night. Yeah, he does this sometimes. When he's not happy with the scene, he borrows the equipment and goes over it on his own time. Hey, young, but he takes his craft seriously. Gotta admire it. That part of it, at least. using the kit without asking part? Not so much. He would have been able to use the equipment on his own. Sure, if all he wanted to do was shoot something. Pretty basic. Shoot something pretty basic. Huh? What is it, Kay? Where did Sean go? He ran off somewhere. And he just left the camera running? It stopped. I guess he ran out of tape. So that's all that's on there? Sean's rehearsal? It's midday already. Shit, dude. Think Judge Gavel and the others are doing okay? I'm not sure. How long is it realistically possible to drag out proceedings, I wonder? We have to find Sean! Not like that, dang it. Oh. How do you think we're gonna get us a scoop like that? Sorry, Chief, my bad! I honestly totally forgot about Tabby Lloyd, even though I said I forgot about her, in the previous case. I really don't want to talk. I really just want to skip over Tabby, not Tabby, but a lot of Heart's dialogues. See, Edgeworth gets me. Miss Lloyd calls you Chief, doesn't she? Sure does. That's exactly what I am. She's my #1 cub reporter. She's my unique badge. Shut up, bug and caught her eye so she can learn to trade. She may be a scribbler and not a snapper, but the both of us are hungry for the scoop soup 24/7. And besides, who doesn't want to be called Chief, right? Jack didn't impress us with such unique taste. Trade didn't score no big stories yet. Yeah, but she's hungry, and boy, is she hungrier than me even. And she wants a Taurosaurus who's better than a coyote wants a chicken. And she's been turning this place upside down all day looking for leads. Wait, maybe she knows something. At least Tabby Lloyd is a bit more agreeable to talk to. Yeah, Heart, a lot of Heart. I have no reason to talk to you anymore. You, Miss Lloyd? But how come you're here, if you don't mind me asking? Miss Lloyd, the accusation of murder against you was of course entirely groundless. But the fact remains that you were a willing participant in the staged assassination attempt. Police will no doubt wish to speak to you about the matter. You should be aware that you may well be punished for your actions. Well, they kinda dropped the whole case out of nowhere, packed me up and shipped me home without so much as a slap on the wrist. Guess it was their way of saying, you keep up the good work now. Ugh. They did kinda seem keen to get me to never ever mention the whole thing ever again, though. Yes, because you weren't part of the official story of the attempt on the president's life, and they can't afford to have you getting in the way of that. Mr. Edgeworth, telling Tabby not to talk is like trying to stop a dam from bursting with a piece of tape. Not exactly the most delicate way of putting it. Wrote up the whole thing, of course, every last detail, plus a few of my own. Handed it to the paper, hopes all high and all, but nothing, not a peep. So when you put pressure on them, or were there details you added a little too? Those seem equally plausible, unfortunately. What are you doing here? Recording on something? Yeah, maybe I didn't make this clear enough the first time we met. If you want a reporter to scratch your back, you gotta scratch hers first if you catch my meaning. You can use for an article. Bingo! It better be good, because if it ain't, this conversation's over. Okay. Evidence to see if she has anything to give me in return. What do we have? What if we presented her the crime scene? Something he reveals? Sorry. You're gonna have to help me out here, Ruffles. Never mind. What do you mean she knows nothing about it? But a forged letter. Nope. She needs something. What about... But not even thought for her own safety. Yep, the chief is a real champion of truth, alright? Ain't that so, Mr. Edgeworth? Perhaps we should reserve judgment on that until we know a little more. Anything else to tell the readers? Only I'd like to consider being a little more impartial in your reporting. Now I'm more catered to your honest than love you more kind of guy. Gal, take it seriously. Okay, well, it wasn't even that. Nope. Not that either. Nope. She doesn't care about the auction. Nope. Not even behind the scenes, nope. Not even evidence of the... Miss Lloyd, this picture. Hey, no more, Ruffles. I already know what you're gonna ask. Huh? You do? You're looking for him, right? The kid. What? You just can't get out from under the drama, huh? Wherever he goes, the bodies follow. Miles Edgeworth, trouble magnet. Pretty much sums you up, right? Is my reputation really so sordid? And now you done got yourself wrapped up in a kidnapping too, huh? Crazy. Wait, what? How do you know about that? Pipe down, will ya? Can't be talking about this stuff too loud. I ain't even told the chief about it. Gotta keep it on the down low, okay? That ain't a cat I want out of the bag just yet. Seriously? How do you know about it? Because Val hasn't told anybody except us. I bet you'd just love to know, wouldn't you? Well, you can't. It's a secret. I ain't sharing nothing with that thundercloud of a face. What do you know? Something, right? Sure do. Truth is, I done saw it. The little kid being bundled off by two shady characters in black suits. What? Do you know where they went? No, don't got a clue. They was kind of far away when I spotted them. And we have an ad break. Give it a second. 3 minutes. Everyone take a break. Stretch. Drink the water. Check your posture. Read a book. Go take a shit. Piss or something. Actually, I'm gonna use a restroom. I'll be back. Alright, I made it back before the ad break ended. Let's go. Okay. Dang it. Still, at least we know something about our kidnappers now. Yes, 2 men in black. Well, that's all we need to know. So we've learned a little something about the kidnappers. Ms. Lloyd saw us 2 men taking Sean away, and the taxi driver remembers giving 2 similar-looking men a ride. They must be the same people, right? I say it's a distinct possibility, yes, but there's still one thing that doesn't make sense. The taxi driver said specifically that 2 men didn't have a child with them. Oh yeah, that is weird. Could it be the kidnappers who stole the case? Wait, you mean... Yes. What if they put Sean inside it? He's little enough that he'd fit, I guess. So the reason the taxi driver didn't see him might be that he was loaded into the trunk as baggage. Why did they need to hide him? I imagine they might not have planned to originally, but they didn't count on there being a police presence here in the plaza. Right, that makes sense. They didn't want the officer on duty to see them going off with Sean, so they took a rather drastic measure. Alright, let's go see what the taxi driver can tell us. Okay. The men you told us about, did they have any baggage with them? Boy, did they! A giant case! One that needs to get that thing in the trunk, I tell you. Where did you take these 2 men, if you don't mind? I can see this is important. How about I give you a ride there? Alright, thank you. Wow! He's gonna drive... I won't tell you. Not will I tell you. I won't tell you where they went. I'll show you where they went. Bruh, are we gonna get kidnapped ourselves? Did he have to drive that fast? I feel kinda queasy. I mean, it's important. You know what? Kudos to the taxi driver, right? He drove that fast. He took the men to the garage of this house right here. Which means this must be where they brought the case. No way, look at the name. The name? What? Celsius Winter. Celsius Winter ordered Sean kidnapping? Isn't he currently under arrest? Nice, the garage door is unlocked. You spotted that quickly. Although I guess I probably shouldn't be surprised. Smells of engine oil in here. Guess Winter Senior must be something of a motorhead. I thought he was a pilot. Whatever, kid. Come on, common house thieves. Take that back. We're great thieves, and don't let me ever hear you say anything different. Have some self-respect, Mr. Edgeworth. Yeah, Mr. Edgeworth. Anyway, it seems nobody's around, which hopefully means we're not at risk of being arrested. Only just getting started here. Now, let's find out some treasures. Yeah, Sean is a treasure. I think we know what this is. The equipment case that Mr. Powers told us were stolen. They folded little Sean up, packed him in there, and shipped it all the way here, huh? It's a boy, Kay, not a piece of equipment, and it's possible that he's still here. We better find him. My reputation as a great thief is riding on this, and yours as my assistant. Hold on. Motorcycle? Super cool. There's even a skull over the headlight. I suppose it's that sign so that the eyes light up when you turn it on. Really? Wow, I bet it's still nothing compared to when you get that stealing glint your eyes. Yeah. Let's see. Shovel? There's a sledgehammer, a shovel, and a bunch of other heavy-duty tools here. Judge Cavell's hammer looked puny. If I ever become a judge, I'm getting one like this. Fine, what if I swung that shovel around instead? Then it wouldn't be a courtroom. It would be a circus. Promise you, you won't do that. Okay, wait, what about this? Fertilizer? Really bin, we can make us some delicious fruit. I like them nice and firm, don't you? You have to boil them just the right amount. That's not flour, it's cement. It would be very firm indeed. Wow, cement noodles. Probably kind of kicking your throat. Bruh. Just a little. Bruh. Have we not looked at everything? The door? No? We've looked at everything. Everything's a check mark. What do you mean? Gloves? Oh! Look, a treasure! These are mechanics gloves. They're designed to be worn when fixing vehicles or working machines. covered in oil looks to be from machine 2. Strangely, dirt. An awful lot of dirt. Doubt they would have gotten that from motorcycle maintenance. Ugh, I hate the guy, but I have to admit, I like his gloves a lot. You think we can maybe come up with a good excuse to borrow them? I was about to take him into evidence, but I'm not so sure that's a good idea. Somebody in the back here. Thump. Sean, is that you? Please tell me it's Sean. Sean, stay right there! We're coming! Huh? That's... Excelsius? Oh, that's Eustace! But, Mr. Winter... What? What's he doing here? Wait, is this Chairman Winter's house? This is Chairman Winter's house, right? Which means... Yes, it's Mr. Winter's home too, presumably. How did he wind up like this? Untie him, Kay, quickly. A little expert rope work, huh? Leave it to me. Alright, like this, and this, and through here, and... You're free! Are you okay, Eustace? Looks like he's been through hell. How did you come to be tied up down here? I don't know! You found me! Why don't you tell me? Because we don't know. Which is why we're asking. Aw, poor kiddo. I'm not sure you're going to be able to get much out of him like this. No, in which case, there's only one thing for it. Wait, you mean... I hate to beat a man while he's down, but it might be the only way. Are you sure? Look, don't go too hard on him, okay? You might push him over the edge. Understood. I'll tread carefully, I promise. Oh, I can't promise I'll be very good at it. I've never held back against my opponents before, after all. Are we mind chessing him? The last time we saw him, he was running out of the courtroom. How did he wind up here? You don't understand. You don't know what it's like being me. Holy shit! In which case, I guess I may just have to quietly listen to what he has to say. Oh, why me? Why am I always the last to know? The butt of every joke. Bro. Poor dude. He's also clearly in no fit state for this. I'll need to try and finish this quickly. I should figure out what he needs to hear and try to calm him down. Take a deep breath and tell me what's on your mind, Eustace. No, I will not! Even if I did, it's not like you listen to me. What is this? Why aren't you shouting? Objection. You always shout objection. This is probably the one where we just bide our time. What? You're really going to listen to me? Learning the truth about your father can't have been easy. I can only sympathize. That wasn't the hard part! The hard part was losing everything I ever had in a single morning. Everything I thought I worked for, it was all a lie. That just made it happen. So tell me, Edgeworth, what am I supposed to believe in now? You can lose faith in everything but yourself. That you have to believe in. But you don't have to do it alone. Experience I can't give you. But knowledge, that I'm happy to offer. I had some time to think while I was tied up like that, and I realized something. I'm not cut out to be a prosecutor. I'm... incompetent? I don't even know the right word. Why are you ignoring me? Is this some game of yours? Are you trying to make me feel even worse? No. No, buddy, I just want you to keep talking, man. I'll just have to ignore his tears and concentrate on what he says. Ugh. Objection! Wait, what was the thing? I think the word you're looking for is incompetent. But judging on one's own competence is notoriously difficult. So I need you to trust me on something. You're getting better at this, Eustace. Day by day. Inch by inch. I swear it. Now I need to ask you something. Will you help me out? Sure. What do you want to know? Well, first of all, thank you for calming down. Next, I want you to tell me about your kidnapping. I need you to be as detailed as possible, Eustace. Tell me everything you remember seeing and hearing. Do you have any idea why somebody might have wanted to kidnap you? What do you mean? Why does anybody want to kidnap anybody? For a ransom, right? You know what? You have a fair point. I'll need a proof. Why would somebody kidnap you, only to take you back to your own home? Don't you think I want to know that too? I'm the victim here. What are you asking me for? How am I supposed to know? They locked me up in that box, then locked me up in here. I was scared. I'm so scared. And did you happen to overhear anything your kidnappers might have said? I think one said, if you want to blame somebody, blame the guy who owns this house. The owner of this house. That's your father, isn't it? It is? I guess it is, huh? Oh, I get it. The kidnappers were people who hated my dad. No. There was some kind of link between the kidnappers and Winter Senior. That could be a clue. Have any idea who your kidnappers might have been? No, of course I don't. If I did, I'd have told you already. Your captor wanted you easily at hand, and where it could be more convenient than one's own home. I hate to break it to you, Eustace, but the kidnapping was ordered by your father. What? You don't think he wanted me out of the way? That he was going to kill me? His own son dead in the family garage, he would instantly have become prime suspect. You're right! Okay, so, why did he have me kidnapped? Well, it wouldn't have been for a ransom, not his own son. That wouldn't make sense. So his motive for the kidnapping must have been something else. It could be an important clue. Why would somebody kidnap their own child if they were planning on demanding a ransom? Yeah, that's kind of weird. Did anything odd happen during the kidnapping? No, I just answered their stupid question, and then they grabbed me. Their question? What did they ask you? Stop glaring at me like that. What was it again? Oh yeah, they asked me if I knew Gavel. Of course. Things are starting to fall into place now. Your father, his goal wasn't to kidnap you. He was out to kidnap Judge Gavel's son, Sean Fenn. Because he wanted to force her honor into declaring Warden Lagarde's not guilty. Wait, Gavel has a son? And it was also Lagarde could be found guilty? Not guilty? I think you were mistaken for Sean, and that's why you were kidnapped. What? You mean I went through all that? By mistake? Wait, that kind of makes sense. Yeah, that would explain the part where... Or what? I remembered something. No, it's nothing. I'm nothing. I'm useless. Meaningless. Just go. Just leave. No. Isn't good. I think I pushed him as far as I can reasonably push. I have to calm him down and get him to tell me what it is he just remembered. Dude, I feel for him. Judging by his fragile demeanor, I'd say he's still suffering considerably. I need to help him get back on his feet. You remembered something just now. What was it? I didn't remember anything. All I remember is him. You mean your father? No, I didn't mean to bring him up. I'm nothing compared to him. I'd never have made Prosecutor if he didn't help me. I've been wanting to ask that for some time. Why did you become Prosecutor? What do you mean? You think it too, don't you? That I wasn't meant to be one. That I'm not good enough. So those were very poor answers. What the hell was I supposed to... You chose this path. Why? You must have a reason. It's not like that. There's no reason behind it all. The reason is stupid and dumb and not important. It's not stupid or dumb. Like I said, it's stupid. It probably doesn't even mean much to anybody except me. That's why it's important. Heh, I've often felt much the same about my own reasons for becoming a prosecutor. Really? You have? But you're a real one. A good one. A success. Even my dad, the chairman of the community, says so. You wanted your father's approval. I can well understand that. You can? I thought if I became the best prosecutor out there, he'd finally accept me for who I am. I just wanted to not be useless. You're not covering for your father in any way, are you? No, I won't cover for him ever again. I mean, why would I ever why would I after what he's done? You have a strong desire to be of use to him, so he'll prove you. Is that fair to say? I mean, why can't I be? Just once in my stupid life! Why can't I make it better? Why can't I clean his name? I won't. That's not what I wanted to say. Oh no, I have to go through the whole thing. I wanted to say, like, he's not guilty. Damn it! God dang it, I just want don't cover. No, that's not what I wanted to do. Ah! No, shit. So we have to say you hate your father? I mean, I don't know, man. East Asian countries, it's hard to say that you hate your father, right? It's all about maintaining respect with your parents and all that. So to say that you hate your father is really, like, huge. What? Did I completely forget? Ah, shit. Imagine that's just a whole dead end. You wanted your father's approval. I just wanted to... You're not your father? Oh, because you want to be of use to your father. Fair to say. I mean, why can't it be just one? Why can't I clean his name? Oh, shit! I don't want to correct him, man. I mean... The other time where I did it was because I had to, right? I had to. But why do I need to correct him for something so simple as that when we know there's bigger issues? Bigger issues. It isn't possible to clean a name, Eustace, but you can clear one. Huh? I never knew that. In your father's case, though, it's going to be hard. His crimes continue, as your kidnapping shows. Knowing that, do you still think you can help him? But what else do I have? What else am I supposed to do? Why don't you be the better man and rise above the father who made a fool of you? Stare him straight in the eyes and stop him from committing any more crimes. Hey, you're right. I'll prove him wrong about me. I'll prove him wrong about everything. That seems to have gone down again. Now I just need to get him to tell me what happened to the Evans. God! Let's see if I can't give him the courage he'll need to stand up to his father. What connects Lagarde? What's the connection between your father and Warden Lagarde? Sorry, I don't know much about that. Can't think of anything? Even the smallest morsel could be a valuable clue. Oh, I think they maybe worked together once, and... And? What is it? What else have you remembered? I think she got the job at the prison because my dad recommended her. Interesting. And did he have any particular reason to recommend her? I guess he thought she was good at her job, unlike me. I think they knew each other from back when he was the chief prosecutor. What was he like back then? Was he different at all? Oh, he was amazing! There wasn't a piece of evidence he didn't know, a case file he hadn't read. Intimate knowledge of cases and evidence pertaining to them. That could be an important clue. Key pieces of evidence from the Lagarde trial failed to make it to the courtroom. As a prosecutor in charge, they were your responsibility. Did you misplace them somehow? No, that's not what happened! You haven't heard my side of the story! I'll hear it. I thought I was putting them in the safest place there was. But, what did I do? What did I do? His self-doubt again. Guess I better send out a lifeboat and bring you in. I think I know what you thought would be the safest place possible. With your father, isn't that correct? What? He told me it would be all safe with him. He said there was nowhere safer. Well, I'm afraid he betrayed your trust. And in the ugliest way possible. So he got rid of it? Why? Why, Dad? What were you thinking? I won't let him. Oh, damn it! That's not what I want. Gave the evidence to your father. He wanted to mess with the trial. Your father wanted to obscure the truth in order to ensure that Warden Lagarde was declared innocent. There's no easy way to say this, Eustace. He used you. What? There's a chance that the evidence is still in Winner's possession, and we still don't know where Sean is. We need to get back out there and find him. It's all my fault. What do I do now? He's had a brutal collision with a reality he never even knew existed. I should ask him what he means to do now. Maybe, perhaps I can help him figure that out. Bro, poor Eustace, man. We had a viewer, right? Who was like a super fan of Eustace Winner. I get it. Maybe this is fate, and maybe my job is to point him in the right direction. So, what now, Eustace? Well, first I'm going to give this stupid jacket back. I don't deserve to wear it. My dad always says that clothes make you a man, but I'm no man. Clothes make the man. It is? Thanks, Edgeworth. I'm learning a lot from you today. That's good to hear. Now about that jacket. Why don't you make you into a prosecutor worthy of it? Alright, let's do it! Let's make it so nobody ever makes fun of me again. But how? How do I get there? Tell me. What do I need to do? I just don't know. I just don't know! Need a clue. Oh, we need a clue? Okay. Do you mean to be like your father? To continue ignoring the truth? Come on, give me a break, will you? Can a guy get a glass of human kindness when he needs one? You mean the milk of human kindness? Not the milk of human kindness. I'm afraid that's not quite how the phrase is used. Huh? It's not? Listen, talking with you like this, it's helpful for me too. There was a time where there were truths I didn't want to face up to, either. But a good friend taught me the error of my ways. That's nice. I don't have anybody like that. You can muster the courage to try to find your feet again. I'd be very happy to help. You would? But only if you really mean to try. I don't want to be like my dad! You want to be better than him, don't you? Yes, I see it now. Do you mean to continue working as a prosecutor, Eustace? I don't even want to think about that yet. After all, I only ever became one because of my dad. Probably shouldn't even think about carrying on. Should I? The only person who can answer that question is you. Yeah! Only you can decide what path you choose to walk. Then, I don't want to stop being a prosecutor. If I give up now, I'll regret it for the rest of my life. I just know it. So he tends to see this through. I'll bear that in mind. He told me that he wishes to be better than his father, and that he wishes to remain a prosecutor. I take that to mean that he wants to be a different kind of prosecutor than his father. That's the first important decision he's ever made for himself. And it tells us where he means to go next. So, what now, Eustace? Only remember his own words from a few minutes ago. The decision he made should serve as a good guide as to what he should do now. You want to remain the prosecutor, but walk a different path from your father, correct? It won't be easy, but the path you have chosen is that of the true prosecutor. And now that you have chosen it, when the time comes, you'll know exactly what to do. You're lucky. I myself still haven't quite decided what to do with my life. But you have, and it's a choice you made on your own. Now all you have to do is believe in yourself, and in the path that you've chosen. Shot and kidnapped by his own father's underlings, and losing his belief in himself as a prosecutor after his father stole his evidence. He's been through so much in the span of a single day, more than I can imagine. Well, it took a little longer than I thought it would, but that's checkmate. Ooh, I do love the mine chest portions. No. Wow, I don't think I've ever seen him move so fast. He's particularly speedy when it comes to running away from things, it seems. Back to square one, though. We don't have much time left. I think we'd better check in with Fender. He'll want an update of what we discovered, and we need to know what's going on over at the courthouse. But Eustace ran off, right? Isn't he supposed to be the prosecutor in charge? We're just updating Fender. Nothing else will change. Francisco will continue for the prosecution. Okay. Is that really alright, though? It's going to have to be. Like you say, Eustace ran off. Look, I hate to be a stickler for the details, but let's go over this just one more time, shall we? No murder weapon means no conclusive proof means no conviction. That's all there is to it. That makes no sense. That makes no sense. The lack of a murder weapon doesn't prove your client's innocence. Don't make me come over there and flip it into you. Eddie, darling, how much longer is this going to take? It's almost as if you're trying to drag this out for as long as possible. Sorry, Feast, it's our friend, the prosecutor over there. She's stubborn as a freaking mule. Then give me a satisfactory explanation. Or I'll just have to keep flipping you until you can. Seriously, I've already taken more licks than I've had birthdays. Come on, Miles, what's taking so long? I'm happy to buy you some time and all, but I'm taking a beating here. Silence in the— Oop, sorry, G, this one's important. Mind if I take it? Fine. Fender. Mazzarino! Boy, am I ever glad to hear your voice. How are things on your end? We found Eustace. Sweet! And the knife? And the chisel? Unfortunately, he entrusted both to his father's care. Which means that Chairman Winner is the only person who knows where they are. Chairman Winner? But why would he— I'm not quite sure of the specifics just yet. We do know that Chairman Winner and Lord Lagarde have some sort of connection they'd rather others didn't know about. Gotcha. Alright. Guess the next move will be to get Excelsius Winner on the stand. Best to hear the deets from the proverbial horse's mouth, right? I'll keep looking for the missing evidence. And for Sean. Well, shake a leg, will you, big guy? Can't keep this from going to the judges much longer. We're a gnat's whisker from a verdict here. Wonder how long Judge Gavel's nerve can hold. This can't be easy for her. We need to hurry. Going to call Chairman Winner to the stand. Who knows how that will go for them. Yeah, he's already stooped to evidence stealing, kidnapping. What else is he capable of? Exactly. Perhaps we should look over any evidence pertaining to him just in case it might help. Good idea. Alright, leave it to me. Presenting a hot new piece of evidence, fresh from the evidence oven. Gloves we found in a garage. Yes, I was thinking about those. Anything else? What about the case file from the IS-7 incident? Chairman Winner was involved in that, right? Yes, he would help suppress the evidence. It's probably a good idea to have the notes on hand. Excellent. And do we have anything else? We sure do! Last but far from the least, there's this! Okay. I asked for evidence relating to Chairman Winner. Please try and take this seriously. That's the guy who spends his life presenting people with evidence that has nothing to do with anything. That's... Wait, that's Eustace? Huh? Hey, what are you doing here? He totally ignored me. What was he doing in the big building, I wonder? Let's go inside and see if we can figure out what he was up to. Yes, good idea. Huh? The hatch is wide open. Maybe Eustace opened it. Eustace really come down here. Mr. Ashworth, look! The safe! It's open! Yes, maybe he did come down here. Better take a closer look. There's some stuff left in the safe. I think we'd better take a look, don't you? The owner will just have to forgive our prying. Is it a document of some kind? Let's see. Yeah, a document. And there's a photo attached too. This picture, it's of Oh, that's Mr. Knight, right? Name's Bronco Knight. I'm the president's personal bodyguard. Why is there a picture of him in here? And what's with this paperwork about? Sure, let's take a closer look. You're right, darling. There's some sort of connection between Knight and Canis. As you know, we've been trying to find out who Canis plays his silly correspondence chess games with. Well, now we know. I'll be pulling Knight into my office for a thorough grilling tomorrow. And I'll make that worm admit that he's Canis's lackey if it's the last thing I do. So you do your bit too and retrieve the package we laid to rest 12 years ago. I'm sure it's still right in front of the planter where we left it. Planter? They left something at the planter? The Canis was killed while being interrogated by the prison warden's office. I think we can safely assume that this document was written by Fit-V Lagarde, don't you? I'd say so, but who was it written for? Oh, I guess whoever owns the safe. And I'd say that's likely to be the auctioneer, Excelsius winner himself. Proof that they really did know each other, indeed. And not only that, it proves another connection. Huh? Lagarde and Winner were trying to flush out Mr. Canis' henchman. Oh, you mean Bodhidharma Canis, right? The assassin guy with the soft spot for dogs. Yes, something links the three of them. Something they don't want anybody to know. What? I don't know yet, but I suspect it has something to do with this case. Wait, there's something else in here we've seen before. Something on his finger. Let's take a closer look at Mr. Edgeworth. It's a ring, and an expensive looking one at that. I don't even think about it, kid. I didn't say anything. Well, Mr. Knight, your chess set and your ring are here too. All your possessions in one place. So basically the safe was full of evidence from the murder at the prison. It would seem so. Which means the missing knife and chisel might be here too. Knife, chisel, no dice. There's nothing else here apart from Mr. Knight's stuff. Really, curses. Wait, but I... Curse you, Edgeworth! Our game isn't over yet! But he left unfinished business before. We need to find out what it was. I recognize that ring. That's Artie Frost's ring. A leak. Killer contacted. This is the got us. Mr. Edgeworth, over. What was that? Standing right next to you. There's no need to transmit anything. Can you please get back? Okay, so you see the mask on the far here on the left. I thought that was the mask that freaking that was the mask that Simeon Saint had on. Like not he had on, but on his shirt, I think. Let's see. I don't think we need to investigate anything. Let me just skip everything. I have the inventor night cigar weighing on you too heavily, okay? Yeah, mask down here, cotton candy store up above. All we need is a Ferris wheel and a rifle range. And we've got ourselves a fairground. Seems I needn't have a word at all. They wrapped this box in chain so nobody could open it, huh? As you can see, so I wouldn't just need my rope capsules to escape. I need to learn something, some chain work too. It's hard being a great thief sometimes. Thief problems. Okay. Oh. I guess we'll just go back outside. Can I interest you two in some cotton candy, perhaps? Shelly, the killer! I have ice cream too, but if I recall correctly, you weren't much of a fan. You! The killer. It's wonderful to see you looking so well, Mr. Edgeworth. What are you doing here? It's just as I said. I'm selling cotton candy. That's ice cream, though. Parting clouds is called. Very apt. Sweeter than death itself, and so delicious you'll feel you're parting the clouds en route to heaven. Last person I was hoping to ask you about my little message. Did you manage to figure it out yet? Have you been watching us this whole time? Watching you? No, I prefer to think I've been watching over you. The stand here really is the most marvelous little vantage point. What does he want with us? President's murder. Was that you? Oh no, my contract elapsed a little while ago. He was rather famous among us assassins, you know. A man no one could kill, notoriously stubborn despite multiple attempts over the years. And it wasn't just his brawn that kept him safe, he used bodyguards, body doubles, you name it. It certainly wasn't his brawn that kept him safe. Sadly, this time his bodyguards were nowhere to be found. And after Mr. Rook died to save him too. As I said, it wasn't me. I do not kill without good reason. Which is something else I have to be grateful to Mr. Rook for. Thanks to him, I avoided killing someone entirely unworthy of my attention. What does that mean? The person who hired me deliberately misled me as to the identity of my target. A betrayal of a trust for which I won't soon forgive them. That is why I'm currently doing all I can to track them down. And do you know what I think? I think you and I are looking for the same person. Whoever that killed the president. Who is this person, if you don't mind me asking? Oh, come on now. I can't tell you that. It's against the rules. Revealing the identity of a client is out of the question. I'd hardly stay in business long if people couldn't trust me now, would I? But that doesn't mean there's anything to stop me from catching up with them in my free time. And what are you going to do when you find them? Why, dish out a little justice for the betrayal I suffered, of course. What? What are you saying? What's going to happen to them? I think you can imagine. Well, this hasn't exactly been a pleasant catch-up. But I shouldn't leave you completely in the dark. There's something you ought to know. Our mutual friend Bodhisdharma Canis, he escaped 3 days ago. What? Three nights ago, to be precise, his cell was suddenly simply empty. Almost as if he knew I was coming to pay him a visit. Wait, the killer went to visit Canis in prison? Does that mean he's the person the killer is looking for? Now I'd better not take any more of your time. We'll be seeing one another again soon, I'm sure. Let's both keep up the good work, shall we? We'll run our target to ground again. Excuse me for the yawn. First the killer, now Canis. Two assassins on the loose. That sound. Mr. Edgeworth, the Judge Gabel's cell phone. Could it be Sean? How's it going, Miles? Whoever is using a voice changer. Who is this? It's your friend in the red raincoat, of course. Red raincoat? You're the one who abducted Kay. Bingo! Well figured out, Mr. Genius Prosecutor. Okay, here, Mr. Edgeworth. Sorry. Speakerphone button. I was as surprised as anybody when she lost her memory like that. Talk about a curveball. Hey, I'm standing right here, you know. Never mind all that. I called to talk about something else. Something I need to tell you. Truth is, I was the one who made a big bad turn and winner kill. I was the one who made big bad turn and winner kill little Miss Rosie Ringer. What? This must be the person the killer was talking about. I also called to say thank you. Sure, but you deserve them anyway. Guess the penny didn't drop yet, huh? You're right. I adopted Kay, as you put it. Why would you do that, That's right, because I needed you to help me make sure that winner got caught. If Kay was a suspect, you'd have to look into it. And if you look into it, you'd be sure to mask him eventually. After all, you're a genius, right? Everything worked out exactly like I planned. Oh, but there's something else you should know. Something you didn't figure out yet. It wasn't Winner who kidnapped Judge Goodell's boy. You. How do you know about that? And the good judge are more similar than you know. I think you might even be becoming friends. After all, she visited you at the detention center, right? Seems pretty pally to me. How could they possibly know about that? She didn't even use her real name when she visited. She pretended to be Detective Gumshoe.
Anyway, you want to know how I knew about the kidnapping? That one's nice and simple at least. Because sweet innocent little Sean is here with me right now.
No!
Ooh, sounds like that one was a real surprise. Ah, if only I could see your faces. Well, okay. What do you say? Why don't you come and steal him back just like you said you would? You wouldn't want the amazing Yatagarasu first commission to be a failure, would you?
Even know about that? How could they possibly know so much?
Oh, don't get the wrong idea about dear old Celsius, by the way. Papa Winters is still a villain through and through. He wanted to kidnap Sean. I just got there first.
So there were 2 kidnapping plots.
Whew, what a bunch of clowns. His goons kidnapped his own son by mistake.
John really there with you? Prove it. Put him on the phone.
Oh, he's here. I'm afraid I can't do that. He's sleeping. So sweet.
Why should we believe you? You might not be the kidnapper at all.
Heh. Look, if you don't want to believe me, that's up to you.
What do you want? What's the end game here? Are you guys trying to get the Lagarde kid?
No, I couldn't care less about whether they find it guilty or not.
Whoever it is, they're not after the same thing as Chairman Winter.
My endgame is... I'm going to have to stay a secret for now. Alright, nice talking to you. You kids have fun, okay?
Don't think for 1 second you'll get away with this.
Oh, don't worry! I'm counting on you to at least try to track me down. That'll be half the fun. Not that I rate your chances of bringing me to justice very highly.
What? What was that? Why was there a bang noise? Who was that? I wish I knew, but they didn't give us enough to figure that out. Deliberately, I imagine. What? So we have nothing to go on? That's not fair. They sure knew a whole lot about us. If they did, you're right. It was uncanny how much they seemed to know. How is it possible that they were party to so much that happened in private? Right? They knew everything about the whole kidnapping situation too. Need to figure out how. Where were they getting their information from? Consider this carefully. What were the things they knew? You and the good judge are more similar than you know. I think you might be becoming friends. After all, she visited you at the detention center, right? Seems pretty pally to me. You wouldn't want the amazing Yatagarasu first commission to be a failure, would you? Oh, sounds like that one was a real surprise. Ah, if only I could see your faces. That's it. Based on the specifics they mentioned, there's only one possible answer. The Yatagarasu pin. Whoever it was, they were listening in on us. It's the only possible answer. They were eavesdropping? Think about what the kidnapper said. Sounds like that one was a real surprise. Only I could see your faces. Only I could see your faces. That means they couldn't. So they weren't filming or following us. So what? They hit a bug somewhere? Let me take a look at the stuff in my bag. Or could they have come? Ow. I know what it is. It wasn't to throw away a line. Take a seat. What evidence did I have on my person at that point?
Take that!
Okay, can I take a closer look at your badge? The Yatagarasu pin? No, it's mine! What? Seriously, Mr. Edgeworth, sure, you're a great thief assistant now, but that doesn't mean you get to wear the pin right away. You have to earn it. I don't want to wear it. I want to check it for bugs. Huh? This old thing? Let's take a look, shall we? Something I've been wondering for a while, but is this pin something you inherited, or... Nope, there wasn't one, so I made it myself. Suppose that makes sense. Quite flashy. Can't imagine any other thief wanting to wear it. What? You don't have to be so mean, you know. Huh? Whoa! So I was right. The Atagaro's pin data updated in my organizer. How did you know? Whoever it is we're dealing with, they came into close contact with you recently. When they knocked me unconscious, you mean? Precisely, which made me think the bug must be in one of your positions. But they also overheard my conversation with Judge Gavel when they visited me. Something that would have been impossible if I didn't have the bug on my person at the time. I get it. So you thought over what they let you keep hold of when they locked you up. Yes, all the case evidence I was carrying had been confiscated. Meaning the only thing it could possibly have been was your pin. They were listening to us this whole time? And they heard everything we said? I suspect so. Everything to do with this case and more. Wait, they're probably listening to what we're saying right now. It may well be, yes. Hey, jerk face! Hey! Eavesdropping coward, why don't you come out and show yourself? Huh? What was that sound? Ow, 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 ow. Ouch, dang it, huh? Oh look, it's Tabby. Y'all sure know how to surprise a girl. You gotta shout that loud without a word of warning? Made me jump halfway out of my skin. Sorry. What got you so ornery anyhow? Get a load of this, seriously, it'll make your blood boil. At all, huh? I'm all ears. I wonder if we might be better off keeping it to ourselves, assuming we don't want to be all over the front page of tomorrow's paper, that is. Well, thanks. Nearly walked right into that. Oh, come on, y'all are no fun at all. I was counting on you to open up and spilling the beans all over here this plaza. So, did y'all find that their kidnapped kitty? Speaking of which, the child you saw being taken away, was it the boy in this photograph? Huh? Nah, that ain't him. The kid I saw looked dumber than mud, even if he did have some fancy school uniform. No prize for guessing who she means. So Miss Lloyd managed to confuse matters once again. Ugh! I think we better take another look around. Back to square one! Hopefully we'll turn up some new information soon. God, we only have 20 minutes. In time. Wait, Mr. Edgeworth, I just had a thought. It's about that phone call. There was a weird noise in the background, right? There was? Don't worry, I'm counting on you at least trying to track me down. That'll be half the fun. Not that I rate your chances of bringing me to justice particularly highly. Wait, she's right. We heard a loud bang right at the end. That provided a hint as to the kidnapper's location. A loud bang you say. I see. Huh. You never get any cuddlier, do you, Ruffles? Speak with Miss Lloyd's too, which is I don't want to. Okay, wait, but first off, where's that truck? There was a truck here. I've just been keeping my eyes and ears peeled, but my nose, tongue, and fingers too. Okay, no. What about you? Well, if it ain't my two newest pals, more trouble? Hop in. Thank you, but we don't need to go anywhere right now. Ah, you don't gotta say nothing, buddy. I see it written all over your face. You gotta go make a fresh start, am I right? New town, new house, new everything. Cops on your tail? Wise guys even? It don't matter, just rip it all up and start again. What the hell? Your new life starts right here. Just be sure to tip generously, you know. What the fuck? Edgeworth? Gumshoe? Stop, Gummy. Why are you running away from us? Detective Gumshoe. When you gave up your badge, sir, I didn't know what to do with myself. So I thought, if you weren't going to be a prosecutor anymore, then maybe I shouldn't become a detective either. But I was wrong. Even if you're not around, I'll always be a detective. My job will always be to investigate crimes. And us detectives don't just investigate when prosecutors ask us to. We have to be able to look into stuff ourselves, too. Is that what you were doing just now? Back then, too. You should thank your former subordinate for what I'm about to share. In his desperation to help Kay Faraday, he gave me a valuable piece of information. So Rosie Ringer's autopsy report. When I went down to the detention center to see how Kay was doing, I go to my level. You don't uncover the truth. You make it little by little. Kay Faraday, murderer. That's the truth. The truth I created. Yes, my boy, that's what I like to see. You overheard that? Yeah, so I went back and looked over the evidence. Dug out a little something I thought might help. No way, Gummy, you're the best. I'll be in prison right now. I'd be in prison right now if it wasn't for you. My pleasure, kid. Good to see you got your memory back, by the way. Thanks. So, anyway, like I said, I'm investigating stuff for myself these days, and that's that. Wait, Gummy, don't run off again. We get it. You can look into stuff for yourself now. That's great. It helped me right when I needed it most. But right now, we need you to work with us. I'm no longer a prosecutor, or indeed an anything, but we're investigating the case regardless. And I ask you this not as a prosecutor, but as a friend. Detective Gumshoe, will you help us? Oh my god, he's bowing! Holy shit! Aw, stop it, sir. You're killing me here. Come on, Gummy. Alright. I'll do it. Just stop bowing and being nice to me, okay? It's weird. Gummy! Thank you, detective. So what do you need? Okay. Ad's about to start. As soon as ad starts, I will take a break once again, get some water, stretch. Okay, I guess not that. Okay. Ad break started. Give us a break. 3-minute break. I gotta check my emails. God dang it. I'm trying to write something. Just finished checking the internet. Please, job search, please help me out here, man. Throw me a bone, man. Alright. One more minute. I hope everyone's taking a good sip right now. Because I am. And you should too. Ah! Alright, ad break's over. Nothing new from my, from jobs hunting. Oh well. I didn't expect to get any acceptance just immediately, so. Oh well. Okay. Let's see. What are you up to? Can you tell us what you discovered? Yes, sir, sure I can. Alright, so I got 3 big things to tell you. Here goes. Number 1, I've got some results for you from when forensics looked at Kay's clothes. They found traces of what looked to be a powerful sedative. The brand was 3Z's. Guess that's when she was drugged in the Court Lake, where she was taken to the roof of the big building. Sure seems that way. Now for number 2. I got hold of all the footage from that security camera in front of the big building elevator. Camera that captured President Wong and Judge Gambit that night. The elevator is usually the only way of getting up onto the roof, correct? Therefore, anyone using it should have been caught on camera. That's right, so winding the tape back to 2 nights ago, we should have been able to see Kay being carried there while she was out cold. And? Did you spot me, Gummy? I watched it all on fast forward, everything from 2 days ago till the end. Yes, and? Nothing. No sign of Kay anywhere. I thought it was too good to be true. So how did the kidnappers get her up there? I think we'll need to look into that a little more detail. The last item is... Yes, sir. This is the big one. The third thing I have to tell you is, it's great to be working with you again. I'll help you catch this perfect. It's the last thing I do. And that about wraps it up. I put you through a lot, Detective, but that doesn't mean I can start going easy on you. That's the big one, as you put it. Doesn't even have anything to do with the case. I would prefer something in practical use. Ooh. No mercy, huh? Guess I shouldn't have expected any less. A boy has been kidnapped. We need your help to find him. Kidnapped? Yes, wait, we have Missile! Come on! With the horns? You know him? I saw him earlier today. You mean this morning? Yeah, he got off that bus over there. And then, he walked off towards the garbage disposal area. Where's that? Just over there. It's where all the officers in the big building put their trash before it gets taken away. Where you went after that, I couldn't tell you. I had to leave right around then. Wait, hold up. That's huge. So Sean walked off in this direction, huh? It would seem so, yes. Perhaps we'll find some clues as to his current whereabouts. I'm scared of this... Bruh. This milk carton. That's the same brand John drinks. Something happened to him here. I'm almost certain of it. Garbage collected at daily 11 a.m. Guess that's why the closure is empty. There was a ton of stuff earlier. Big stuff, too. How do we know that? Today must be the day they take the big stuff away. Yeah. Oh yeah, Gumshoe is talking. Okay, yeah, sure looked that way. I'll bet the big squisher machine squished it all up good anyhow. They don't do that with the larger items. They just take them away as they are. They do, huh? How do you even know that, sir? Wait, Mr. Fender's pretty keen for you to join him, right? I bet he sent you on some kind of pamphlet on how to throw your stuff away for when you moved office. Spookily by Cypher sometimes, okay? But only sometimes. Based on what we've seen and what Detective Gumshoe told us, I think there's a strong possibility that Sean was abducted from the garbage disposal area. Yeah, it's kind of out of the way of prying eyes, huh? Why would Sean even come here in the first place? I imagine he must have had something to dispose of. But the truck's already come and gone. Guess we'll never know what that something was now. So they keep it locked up tight, huh? Guess they don't want non-residents disposing of the trash here. Totally empty. Yes, because the garbage was just collected. You think? Or did somebody just steal it? Bruh. I can just something, but is it really the scent of a crime? No. Okay. There's nothing else to investigate here, I think. It's all just clear cut and dry. Okay, we talked to Gumshoe. What about you? Finally talking to Tabby Lloyd. Closer, sure. By closer, you mean we wound up going after completely wrong kidnap victim. Look at the photo at all. Oh, really? Here, I thought I'd given y'all the tip of the century. My bad. Sorry for putting our trust in unreliable sources. We'll just have to learn not to do that again. Hey, that ain't nice. I don't want to get no. You're gonna be like that? Alright, fine. Maybe just this one. But only because I got a real scoop for y'all this time. Oh boy. Fine. I'm not expecting much, but you got my attention. What is this scoop for? Proof, that's what. Proof that Torosaurus... Alright, Kay, we're leaving. Wait, I ain't lying, I swear! Sure, it's hard to believe, but it's true. Proof? What kind of proof? Did you capture something on your tape recorder, perhaps? Ooh, you're good, Ruffle. Sharper than a good gosh dang tap. hoping for something a little better than that. Hey, don't make that face, dang it. I ain't lying. Listen for yourself and tell me it ain't true. Alright, ready? It's fire breathing time, dang nabbit. Roar! There, well. Kinda hard to tell over the shouting, but it could have been something breathing fire, maybe. Tell me this, Lloyd, did you see this fire breathing something with your own eyes? Well, not exactly with my eyes as such, being as how I wasn't precisely close by when it happened. Depends no matter how far away you were standing. Well, see, I was far away, but also recording via what you might call non-standard means. I really dumped myself full here, huh? See, I might could have been a little wireless interest of hoping to do a little scoop detecting. That's so sad, poor insect. Intercept. She was listening up on nearby transmission. And the chief been down here all big sniffing around the last couple of days, looking into Miss Hart's tip about the underground auction, I assume, which would mean that you've been listening in on the radio signals in the area too. Sure have, which is how I wound up hearing the most thunderous, ear-splitting noise. I like to think that was it, Torosaurus at last. And that you didn't actually see anything, correct? Yeah, I don't need to see things. I'm right, are you here? Stop, you coward. Our apologies for that. I'm sure Kate didn't mean to bowl you over with her little outburst. I assume it was as shocking as it was because you didn't hear it directly. It came through your headphones while you were listening to a signal from the bug, didn't it? What? Are you saying she planted it? Hey, come on now, I ain't into no bugging, just a little lighthearted intercept, that's all. Dang, well, please. Thank you. Oh, Mr. Ashworth. See? You guys can't see it, but I'm pointing at his shirt. Look at Simeon's State. He has that mask on. He has that mask on his face. Not his face. He has that mask on his shirt. The freaking what's her face? Emma Sky. She was talking about how that mask is the biggest bad in that show. So I'm just thinking, what if this guy is actually the biggest bad in this game? How's the search going? Did you find him? Not yet. Poor Sean. Huh? Sean? Just a slip of the tongue. Can you imagine if I use this? Now maybe they won't arrest me again. I'm very hesitant now. Is there any more to be found here? Okay. How did you find Prosecutor where? Okay, wait, hold on. What do you know about this blue truck? You don't know anything? Now that I think about it, right? He hides his face, hides his mouth. Is he gonna hide his ears too? Thanks so much for joining in on the search. Where did you look, by the way? Oh, this place, a little way called Sunshine Coliseum. Do you know it? Sunshine Coliseum. Wait. That's where the Grimaries had their magic show, right? You can like a festival? Oh, that sounds fun. Wish I could have gone and checked it out. I'm pretty sure that was like where the Grimaries had their thing. Sammy didn't like the crowds much, but hey, you don't have to tell them that. Alright, it's decided. Once it's fine, we're all going to the festival together. It's kinda lucky you found Prosecutor winner so quickly. Lucky. But wait, we have to go practicing for the show. We wouldn't have been able to help for much longer anyway. glad to help. I'll do anything if it helps make sure they don't arrest me again. You really helped me out by finding him. I'm so relieved. Found him, that doesn't mean they'll find more than are guilty. And they sold my... See? He's hiding his eyes. He hides his mouth. He's gonna hide his ears. But you beat us to it. No fair. It's okay. She's... I like her earnest. Like, she's very earnest. At the very least, I don't think I can ever be mad at her because she's not obfuscating the truth in any intentional way at all. So I'm perfectly okay with that. That you were enlisted helping animals in your search, and if it had been Isaiah and Regent, we might have found something. He said, "What's all? No," and it's so boring. Miss Saint, the whole town would be probably in uproar right now. Oh, come on, Simeon, why'd you do that? Setting the whole circus loose in the city would have been super fun. I'm sorry to you too, Mr. Edward. Sorry. Why are you apologizing to me? I'm the one person who didn't say anything. Do you know this truck? No? Okay. I have my hands full with the animals? Bruh. I want to listen to the thing. Can I ask you a somewhat impertinent question? Are they planning on making any more Steel Samurai? Sorry. Does it have something to do with your case? No, I was simply asking out of interest. I'm sorry, Mr. Edgeworth, but they don't let us talk about this stuff with just anybody. I'm sorry to have put you on the spot. You didn't say they weren't planning on making anything new. Interesting. And Ray and Phil practically screaming. Deal me just seeing him there on the ground. What the hell? I was just seeing how it felt. If I stole gloves, they'd never be able to make another Steel Samurai show. And where would that leave you and all the other fans, huh? It's not why I stopped you. Good point. The whole area around the big building. Look at it. Sunset Station, Dawn Street, Sundown, Sanitation Plant. I wonder if that's where they're keeping what's it, Sean? So in there, yeah, the place is littered with them. That's what we're so excited about? A third-rate pun? Mornington Park. I'm willing to buy into all that stuff, but they do say the light from the sun in the morning gives you more wrinkles, right? Why are we talking about this? Why do you think? Because they called it Mornington Park. Bruh. It's Mornington Park. They hold all kinds of events there. I wanted to go to the World Thief Symposium. They cancelled it. These are all over the planet, all gathered in one spot. There was a thing there. Some people did say that the whole thing was a trap set by... Wait, hold up. Trap set... World Thief Symposium all over the planet, all gathered. Like, no one would be that dumb to get there, right? I'd be surprised if you never wanted to come here again. It's all over. Yeah, this whole case wrapped up. Can we maybe come here just for fun? We can get going too. You know, but it would be nice to have the map in relation to Gourd Lake, you know? Fine, let's hurry up and solve this mystery. Oh! That is not what I meant to do. I wanted to hit Daybreak the garbage garbage they pull out of the sea or something? Yes, they might, but I doubt that's all they deal with. Garbage that washes up shells and food throws. They should can make earrings and necklaces, and yeah, that's another time. Okay, nothing to deduce here. think we've looked at everything. Okay, but we do have a lot of puzzle pieces. Hold on. You mentioned fireworks before. Huh? Fireworks? Yes, at the event at the Coliseum. Were they setting off even during daylight hours? Oh yeah, a bunch went off while we were there. What are you thinking, Mr. Edgeworth? The loud bang we heard. What if that was a firework? Oh, don't worry. I'm counting on you at least trying to track me down. That'd be half the fun. Not that I rate your chances of bringing me to justice, particularly Highland. For that bang to be clearly audible over the telephone, it must have been pretty loud. Which means fireworks means Coliseum. So the kidnapper was near there, right? So, but how near? If the fireworks were that loud, you could probably hear them from pretty far away. Yes, the area would be too broad to be considered doing it ourselves. But if the police were to lend a hand. Oh, hold up. The site bus, they use it for moving the cast and crew around during the shooting. Global studios on private bus, you wouldn't need to buy a ticket, and the destination will change depending on the needs of the crew. Okay, can I talk to the policeman again? Nope. I wanted to know if the vehicle... Wait, hold up. Coliseum and Daybreak Dump is actually kind of near each other, so I wonder... Okay, that was a very long stretch. But I did want to know what the... Okay, nothing. Okay, what about you? The improvement useful to all your investigation. Okay. Your tape, you kinda eavesdropped on an eavesdropper, huh? Is that okay? Like, is it allowed? Ah. Don't chop it down. Ain't you heard? It's good for die out here. Getting a little loud. Bruh. Aren't the grass-eating animals of the plains the one that are usually preyed upon by the others? Make Miss Hart the merciless meat-eater. Now I almost feel sorry for Miss Lori. Okay. Nothing about that. Oh. Can we use the equipment here? No. What about you? Okay, you're still gonna ask that question. What about you? Nope. Simeon? Yo, does this have anything to do with you? Broncos things, aren't they? Oh shit! I totally forgot he was part of the case. He was. She's right. Maybe I shouldn't have shown them to him. It's okay, Mr. Edgeworth. Honestly, I have to move on with my life. I'm going to train hard, become the best animal tamer out there. I made up my mind. That's what I have to do. Hey, but if they don't find the missing evidence, you won't be able to deny. You won't be able to do any of that. I was worried that I was the one being insensitive here. Yeah, you have nothing to do with that. No, nothing. 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 Okay, wait, can I look at this evidence? I cannot examine the evidence. I think I've tried. Okay. What do I need to do? Plug in the Yatagarasu pin this whole time? Yeah, I think we might be against a criminal. Read the be able to read what even the tiniest clues are telling her. And look at that, how they planted it too. None of us noticed, not even me. Oh, great thief. I can't believe it. I must be losing my touch. Probably had a plate. Okay, I don't know what to do next, chat. You might even know something that good. Right, let's see what he has to say. Okay, we'll talk to Gumshoe, I guess. Nope. What about... Nope. Okay, I don't have a clue. I can't even look at this. I'm trying to like... I'm trying to remember, right? Like what, like... trying to get all the cases, the evidence to put together. The leaps of logic, the puzzle pieces don't kind of match, right? I want to know more about the vehicle activity. But what if these two? Only 2 vehicles came through here this morning, the taxi and the blue truck. And Eustace was taken away in the taxi, right? While it seems that Sean was likely abducted from the garbage disposal area, and the garbage was collected at 11 a.m. Oh, I get it! Now we know what kind of truck it was. Indeed, it must have been a garbage truck. But the police officer who told us about it didn't describe it as such. He only mentioned the fact that it was blue. Heh, some cop he was. How did he not even notice it was one of those cool trash squishing machines? Because it wasn't. Today isn't a regular garbage day. It's the day they collect larger items. For which they wouldn't use a specialized garbage truck, just a regular truck like any other. But it was a garbage truck nonetheless. Where do garbage trucks go? To the dump, right? Wait a second. So you're saying the kidnapper disguised themselves as a trash collector? Then the truck would probably have been fake too, right? So maybe it didn't go to the dump. No, I'm reasonably sure the garbage truck was real. Yeah? How do you figure that? Another look at the garbage disposal area should tell us. What tells us the garbage truck must have been real? Huh?
Take that!
This? Wait. What was the wouldn't have been able to collect the garbage. There's something here that proved that. I mean, the fact that we don't have garbage here? Or is it like because it's locked?
Take that!
The garbage disposal area is kept locked. Oh yeah, the only real garbage collector in a real garbage truck could have opened it. Precisely, the garbage truck can't have been fake. Oh right! Perhaps whoever abducted Sean put him in a large cardboard box and prepared for the job. Now mixed that up in amongst the other oversized items, the garbage collector would have taken it away, no questions asked. Exactly, allowing the kidnapper to await the truck's arrival at the garbage processing facility. They could then claim to have thrown the box away by mistake, collect without incident. Alright, so where do they take the garbage after it leaves here? Let's see. At least we have two possibilities. It's gotta be the Daybreak dump. Because the one next to the If I found anything that might serve as a clue. You do. So based on the loud bang we heard on the phone call, we know that the kidnapper was somewhere in the vicinity of Sunshine Coliseum. And one of the garbage facilities is right by there too. It's likely that's where Sean was taken, which means the kidnapper must be holding him somewhere near there. Detective Gumshoe. Sir, could I ask you and your men to search the area around the garbage facility? I'd like you to ask, sir. Feels a little flat, if I'm being totally honest. Why don't you give me a good old-fashioned order, huh? Like you used to. Don't mind, even though I'm not a prosecutor. I thought I told you already. A detective investigates for himself, not just for prosecutors. Thank you. Mr. Edgeworth, we're almost out of time. You're right, we need to hurry. I doubt Judge Gavel and the other can hold out much longer. Time to use a taxi! Oh, I guess not, but I'll put my guys on it. You can count on that. So what I'm going to do, I'll head back to the courthouse. Who knows, I may be able to drag proceedings out just a little longer. Alright, with me everybody, in the depths of night. Oh my god. God, it's already striking 2. There's no moment to lose. But I didn't finish! No, that birds take flight. Hold it! Well, if it isn't our old friend, ex-prosecutor Edgeworth. Hello, dear boy. Celsius winner. The accused will turn and face the prosecution. I'm not done with you. I've already told you, Francisca. It doesn't make sense. Why would I help her? I feel for her, of course. A woman in her prime sent to prison. It's enough to make a grown man cry. But to suppress evidence in order to keep her out of a jail cell? No, that's preposterous. But we have a statement from your own son. He says he entrusted the evidence to your care. I'm afraid I don't know what he's talking about. Or why he'd say such a thing. I don't know what's gotten into him lately.
Objection!
What if I could prove that you and Warden Lagarde are much more closely associated than you claim? I'm sorry, prove? I think we've been over this, dear boy. You're an ex-prosecutor, remember? Are you even allowed in this part of the courtroom anymore? Miles Edgeworth, I am the one prosecuting this case. What are you thinking charging in like this? Sorry, Francisca, but it's important. May I speak on behalf of the prosecution, just briefly? What are you doing? Judge Gavel, I come before the court with important new evidence. I ask that you allow me to present it. Oh, have you lost your mind, dear boy? There's no way this can be allowed.
Objection!
No, the defense hopes you'll let him, G. Just saying. What's the thinking? What's the thinking over on the prosecution side there, friendango? Huh, fine. The prosecution has no objections.
Objection!
Your objections are neither here nor there! This isn't a democracy, it's a courtroom! Why are you even allowed a lighter? This is flagrant contempt! Isn't that right, Verity? No, as long as Sean's still missing. She'll feel she has no choice but to go along with whatever Winner says. Once. If only there was a way of telling her he might be found any moment. There's Gavel. I would ask only this, that you trust in me and my assistant, just this once. Speaking of which, where is Kay Faraday? She's currently searching for the most important piece of evidence of all.
Objection!
Nonsense! There's no more evidence to be found! You're just stalling for time!
Objection!
More evidence, a piece of evidence of all, eh? Hey, gee, I don't know what this evidence is, but maybe we should trust in Miles. Well, is his little pal? What do you say? I mean, I say little pal, but she's way more than that. She's the one and only great thief, Yatagarasu. Seems Fender has sensed what I'm getting at least. Judge Gavel, the evidence I'm talking about, we're almost certain we know where it is. Kay is only moments away from snatching it from the jaws of danger. Very well. This is highly irregular, but I'll allow it. You have my thanks. Have you all gone completely mad? You said you had important new evidence. Evidence of what exactly? Just what I said. That Warden Lagarde and Chairman Winner are far better acquainted than he claims. Allow me to present it to you.
Take that!
This document is a report regarding the interrogation of a certain someone. Oh yeah? And who might that be? The late Mr. Bronco Knight. The interrogation was to be carried out by none other than Warden Lagarde. Wait, is that the interrogation where... Yes, where Knight was killed. This document showed Warden Lagarde planning the interrogation in which Mr. Knight was murdered. This is indeed important evidence. As Edgeworth, you've referred to the document in question as a report. Would you care to elaborate? To whom was this report addressed? A very good question, Ms. Von Karma. And the answer is the most important new revelation of all. We recovered this document from a safe in the storeroom on the 51st floor of the big building. That's the storeroom where the lots for the underground auction were kept. Is an auction, if you recall, that was presided by one and Excelsius Winner. That's circumstantial evidence, my boy. And that is to whom the report in question was addressed. You still mean to insist that you and Warden Lagarde barely knew one another? I'll refrain from commenting on that matter, for the moment, if you don't mind. I don't believe it's been conclusively proven that I was the auctioneer yet, has it? Have you forgotten the events of this morning already? I think I proved that fact more than adequately. No, you didn't. I'll admit defeat in that particular arena, yes, but that was not the courtroom. Can you prove the same thing here, my boy? That I was the... ringleader, did you call it? If you can't, then well... you certainly can't prove that the report was addressed to me. You won't wriggle your way out of this one. Oh, so unfair. Tell him, Verity, please, I'm not being silvery at all. I'm being entirely reasonable, wouldn't you say? Unlike you when you permitted Mr. Edgeworth this bizarre interlude. That was most unlike you. It's saddening, truly it is, to see you failing in your sacred duty to the law. Almost saddening enough to make me want to take drastic measures. By the way, you kidnapped your own son, not John. You're right, of course. Until a fact has been adequately proven in the courtroom, it cannot be considered a fact. I'm afraid I have no choice but to ask that Mr. Edgeworth's theory be struck from the record. She has to know for certain that Sean is safe. I'm sorry, my boy, but what counts as truth out in the field and in the courtroom are two different things. And you're more than willing to bend the truth in the courtroom, is that what you're saying? Oh, you're such a scurrilous soul. I'll do no such thing. I'll simply accept the court's verdict as a truth should it choose to acquit me, as should you. If we can't find what is the evidence, we're in trouble here. Well, Verity, I think we've heard about all we need to, don't you? There's no way that evidence is turning up, ever. A quick not guilty, and we can all go home.
Objection!
Who said that? Eustace! Dad? Eustace? What are you doing here? Mr. Winner, what is the meaning of this? And where have you been? You cannot just abandon your duties like that. I'm sorry. You are unfit to be a prosecutor. You are a complete and utter disgrace. Why can't you not get into your head? This is no place for an incompetent fool like you! Dad, oh my god, no! I've never seen that animation. I brought some vital evidence! So, can I please, take my place at the prosecutor's bench? Pretty please? Well, Eustace. This is certainly a surprise.
Objection!
Eustace, my boy, what's gotten into you? There's something different about you. What's going on? Dad, come on, my boy. Spit it out. What is it? Do you want Daddy to play catch with you? That's it, isn't it? Alright, why don't you run along home and I'll be with you soon? Get back on the stand right now. What's gotten into you, child? You're shaking like a leaf.
Objection!
Judge Gavel, the prosecutor in charge has arrived along with important new evidence. This trial is far from over. Surely you can call an end to proceedings. Just yet? No objection from Team Defense. Only wish we could have our own original team captain say that herself, though. The prosecution has no objections either. You think this farce is going to continue? There's no chance of that. None at all. Isn't that right, Verity? He still thinks he was successful in his bid to kidnap Sean, but we know different. Sadly, as long as the boy remains missing, nothing changes. Judge Gavel's hands are still tied. That sound. That's her cell phone. Huh? Mine is also ringing. Whoa, I'm getting called too. Mr. Edgeworth! Mr. Fender! We found Sean! Detective, you did it! The most important evidence of all, huh? That's some stellar work, your great thiefness. Thanks! We just thought you should know right away. See y'all soon! Judge Gavel, it's for you. Hello? Yes, I understand. I'm so glad you're safe. Be sure to thank everybody properly. You'll do that for me, won't you? Alright. Be careful. I'll see you back at home. The proceedings will continue. I feel a certain freedom returning to my hammer arm. No, how? Is this some idiotic joke? It is no such thing. The witness will return to the stand, and Mr. Winner will step up to the prosecutor's bench. Yes, ma'am! Eustace Winner. Yeah? I leave matters in your hands. Huh? Facing down your own father. This won't be easy. I'll be looking on with interest. Don't disappoint me. Very well. Is the prosecution ready to proceed? Mr. Winner, you mentioned some evidence that you wish to present to the court. Yeah, so, the knife and chisel. Whoa, you tracked down the missing murder majigs? Well, Mr. Winner, did you? About that, No, I couldn't find them. I searched everywhere, but I was too late. Wait, how so? I remembered something. I saw Dad in the garage this morning. He was carrying something wrapped in newspaper. Where are you going, Dad? Oh, Eustace, I was, just on my way to throw out some trash. And then I heard this tinkling noise. Tinkling, huh? Let me guess. The bell from Mr. Cannon's chisel. You mean to tell the court that you believe the witness disposed of the evidence? I tried my best. Too late. I'm sorry. You said you looked everywhere. Everywhere where? Literally everywhere. I even went to the dump. I got down on my hands and knees and dug through the garbage. I figured that stuff had to be in there somewhere. Wait, that's useless. Huh? Hey, what are you doing here? So that's what he was doing. He even went so far as to search the dump. But, all I found was this. This is a little pungent for one thing. Yeah, and you're a little on the right side yourself, kiddo. I can smell you from here. What do you expect? And the knife? It's probably somewhere in among all that trash, but there was too much to go through on my own. Very well. The court will accept the item you have presented into evidence. You really have done yourself, Eustace. You never failed to disappoint, dear boy. You dug through rotting garbage with your bare hands, and that's all you have to show for it? You drive me to tears. Really, you do.
Objection!
Might be a little soon to turn on the waterworks just yet, Dad. Let's just take a closer look first. If you wish to waste your time, be my guest. Hey, Eustace, Miles, do this devastating handsome old defense attorney a favor, will you? Hit this guy full in the face with the truth. Mr. Winner, could you show me the piece of evidence you found? Sure! Let's open it up, shall we? We can only hope there is something of value inside. Could this be? The bell that was on Mr. Candace's chisel? Perhaps there's some trace evidence that can prove one way or another. It's no good. Look at it. It's spotless. Well, Mr. Winner, do tell. Was there anything interesting inside your little scrap of paper? Of course there wasn't. Why would there be? Why was it even accepted into evidence? It's literally a piece of trash. Sorry, gentlemen, but the truth hurts. It's true the bell may not be of use to us as evidence. Collective effort, I see, Miles. Unlike my poor idiot son there. Are we to assume that the prosecution has nothing more to say on the matter? Very well.
Objection!
Not so fast, Gabelle. We're not done yet. There's one thing we still haven't looked at properly. Really, my boy? You want us to believe there's more? Desperation is never a good look, you know. Seems Eustace isn't quite ready to give up just yet. And for once, I think we're both thinking the same thing. Namely, that we might not necessarily be dealing with a useless piece of trash. We can't know for sure without looking more closely, but we're talking about the newspaper. I'm talking about the piece of newspaper and the bell was wrapped in. Seems we really were thinking the same thing. It's beautiful, really. It is. Tear-jerkingly so. Some might call it heroic optimism. Some might call it clutching at straws. But whatever one calls it, to put all one's faith in a worthless piece of garbage. That takes belief. Let's take a closer look. See if it is as worthless as you say, shall we? Eustace, if you'd be so kind. Are these finger marks? And look, it's covered in some sort of oil. Judge Gavelle, I'd like to have this examined for fingerprints. Could I request that you call in somebody from forensics? Well, summon a technician right away. Okay, you have the results. These are finger marks. Unfortunately, it looks like they were made by somebody wearing gloves. No! Oh dear, well that doesn't give you very much in the way of evidence, does it? But I suppose it makes sense if you think about it. After all, this was important evidence. And what kind of idiot would handle something like that without gloves on? Oh, that's right. The kind that would flail about desperately like you, my boy! Wow, way to talk to your kid, Super Dad. I'm merely calling a spade, or in this case, an idiot. Real winners know how to keep their emotions out of things. And I take no pity on the weak and the foolish, including their own ineffective offspring. Dad! You spent the last who knows how long proclaiming yourself to be a prize-winning prosecutor, but thanks to my little pep talk this morning, you finally know exactly how those prizes were won. It was all thanks to me, thanks to the power I wield. You never stood on your own 2 feet. You've always been coddled, first by me, then by Verity. Dad! Oh, dry your garbage-smelling tears. Garbage-smelling? Not that it's a stench that doesn't suit you, even if it does make me turn up my nose in disgust.
Objection!
No, you're wrong! I am, my boy. Wrong about what? I'm not the one that smells. You are! What did you say? Yeah, you smell, and you don't even realize it. You couldn't hide it even if you wanted to. Edgeworth, take a sniff. Right there where the finger marks are. Want me to smell it? Is that what? Yep, and I know where it came from. Wait, I know it from somewhere too. It smells of engine oil. Winter Senior must be something of a motorhead. That odor tells us something. Something important. It tells us exactly who threw this piece of evidence away. Right? But I guess my dad's right. I guess I'll never be a real winner. I'll never be able to keep my emotions out of things. And I'll never be able to stand to him no matter what he's done. Be strong, Eustace. Remember what you told me. You said you were going to be different from your father. A different kind of prosecutor. You are a prosecutor. We both are. And that's why we're standing here in this courtroom. Prosecutor's highest responsibility is to the truth, to see that it comes to light no matter what. We expose crimes and we see that their perpetrators are punished, no matter who they may be. So if you truly mean to continue on as a prosecutor, you know what you have to do. I made you a promise. I said that if you could summon the courage to find your feet again, I'd help you. This isn't something you should have to do alone. I'm right here. I'm here. I'm right beside you. Thanks, Edgeworth. You're right. Those finger marks tie my dad to this crime. We just need to show everybody how.
Take that!
The smell you pointed out to me, Eustace. It's the smell of engine oil, isn't it? Motorcycle oil, even. Yep, and we both smelled it before in the same place. Yes, in the Chairman Winner's garage. What's more, these finger marks feature some distinctive patterns, don't they? The outlines of the letter D, E, A, T, and H. The same letters appear on the fingers of these gloves.
Objection!
Oh, gloves that can be bought in any store. How does that prove anything durable? How indeed. That's not the only thing that connects your gloves to the piece of newspaper we found. Take a look at it again. Let's take a look again. Scrap the paper the bell was wrapped in. And compare it to the gloves we found in Chairman Winner's garage. There's a feature that's undeniably connected to.
Take that!
Look at the letter A on the finger. Half of it is missing, exactly as it is on the fingerprint in the newspaper. What? I would also like to draw the court's attention to the dirt gloves. The gloves are covered in. I think it might be worth having its composition compared to that of the dirt on the newspaper. A match would make for an even stronger evidence that the print was made by Chairman Winner's gloves. Officer, have the dirt on these two pieces of evidence compared right away. Gah! Curse you, Edgeworth! And you, Eustace! Who do you think you are? You're nothing but mere prosecutors! Sorry, Dad. I think it's time you admitted defeat. You suppressed vital evidence, and we just proved that in a court of law. And you did it to try and protect the defendant. What? Do you think you're going to be able to make that stick? Do you think they'll send me to prison? Me? You think you'll be the one to finally take a fool, child? A fool!
Objection!
Oh shit, my emotion was so high, my... Okay, my emotion went so high, the audio broke. Just give it up, Dad. Admit what you did.
Objection!
You think you'll stand a chance without me around? You won't last 5 minutes! You know what? I think I might be okay. All I ever wanted was to become Prosecutor. To make you proud. But after your men kidnapped me, and I was lying there in the dark on my own, I got to thinking how powerless I was in all of this because of you. I almost gave up. I almost lost sight of the truth. But then... Edgeworth appeared out of nowhere and showed me a way forward. I don't need your approval anymore. And I don't need you. After all, I found that evidence on my own, didn't I? My men kidnapped you? What are you talking about?
Objection!
I guess the courtroom is as good as place to tell you the truth, Dad. Be careful what you say to me, boy. You may live to regret it. You're a fool, Eustace, and you always will be. I know you've hated me for as long as I can remember, but I want you to know that despite it all, I've always looked up to you as my dad. Even his tears are shining. Thanks for everything, Excelsius. Oh shit! He brought out the first name. And goodbye. You. When did you? You need me, dang it! You can't possibly survive without me. Eustace! That's like real Michael, don't leave me here! Energy. The court hereby accepts that vital evidence in this case is by Chairman Winner. That crime will be tried and an appropriate punishment decided at a future date. But for now, we must turn to the matter of the knife and the chisel, which still have not been found. However, I believe a full search of the garbage facility may well remedy that. What? You're going to dig through all that trash for the knife, darling? But then... don't worry, Warden Lagarde. I'm sure your punishment won't be too unpleasant. Oh, you devil! Punished? What? Impossible! Excelsius, you blithering buffoon! What did you do? What did you do? Oh, your swaggering bluster about how they never declare me guilty, and now this! You were the one I went to after they arrested me because you made me believe I could trust you! And not only did you kidnap a child to try and help me, it didn't even work! Idiot! You feckless, useless idiot of a man! An unsightly outburst, to say it the least. But an informant one too. Wouldn't you agree, Eustace? Yeah, she really let some juicy info slip there. Right? She did, right? Yes, she did. We really need to work on your confidence. Very well, then it seems we may be able to bring these proceedings to an end at last.
Not so fast!
What? Huh? Who's that? Sorry, Judge Gabelle. Your happy ending will have to wait. Langzi said, the end of the trial is not necessarily the end of the matter. God damn it. Who are you? Hey, he brought out the scar glasses back. Just a lonely wolf investigator by the name of Shilong Lang. You have some sort of objection to these proceedings, I take it? Ah, not really. Your suspect over there is guilty for sure. Guiltier than you know. Lang? Like the Lang from 12 years ago? Yep. Good to see that you're finally about to pay for your crimes. Even if it did take a while for you to get what was coming to you. Agent Lang, explain yourself. Are you familiar with the SS5 incident? I certainly am. It happened 12 years back. Wait, 12 years? Look, a lot happened, okay? This was all 12 years ago or more. My father and the president being friends, our family being the ones who kept him safe, he just changed one day. It was like he became a different person. Now he doesn't trust the police one bit. What happened 12 years ago? Could this all be connected to Agent Long's father and his relationship with the president somehow? Fifi Lagarde, an Excelsius winner, in the flesh. I've waited a long time for this day. After all, you're the ones who threw my family name into the dirt. Are we to assume that you have some personal connection to the incident in question? I do, but I'm not here to talk about the past. Not yet, anyhow. Right now, I'm here for you, Gavel. Me? You and the one other person. Sean! You're both under arrest! On suspicion of having to conspire to murder Dijin Wang, president of Zhangfa.
Objection!
Where is your evidence, Agent Wang?
Not the best!
All in good time, Mr. Prosecutor. We haven't even started our investigation yet. I want my suspects on the scene with me while I look everything over again. What have you uncovered, Agent Long? I need to know. If you got a problem, you're more than welcome to tag along. Oh, believe me, I will. The end of the trial is not necessarily the end of the matter. You certainly haven't come anywhere close to solving the mystery of the president's murder. Hold on, let me snooze the ad real quick. Or uncovering the truth behind these so-called monster sightings. Don't worry, I'm counting on you to at least try and track me down.
That'll be half the fun. Not that I rate your chances of bringing me to justice particularly highly.
Or figuring out who that was on the phone. Yes, I'd say the matter is far from over yet. Alright, that's gonna be it for today. That's a lot. Okay. The more I have to deal with Lotta Hart and Tabby I really just sucks the enthusiasm out of this game, chat. All right, we're gonna end it here. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate everyone sticking by, hanging out. God, it's such a tiring game. It's such a tiring game when I have to deal with people, like, the characters are intentionally stubborn and withholding information, right? And they're not even the bad guys, right? If they were bad guys, then yeah, sure, fuck it. They have their motive, they have their reason to do so. But no, these are reporters. It annoys me. Anyways, take care, y'all. I'll see y'all in the next stream. Bye.